Man, already talking about where the link at? You was gonna come in here exactly at this time now.
I didn't even ask you where the link was at. That was somebody else.
Why?
Low key. Damn, BG, you ready? Damn, he ready to hop on, man.
You was gonna come in.
You ready for the beef? All right.
Somebody said a free after dark.
No comment.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey, yo, what happened? What, you was asleep?
Nah, I was just, I'm a busy man.
Yo, why you got that didn't brush your teeth today voice? Fuck is going on?
His voice is dingy as fuck right now. You good, fam?
Ain't no water touch that nigga tonsils all day. This shit crazy.
You gotta wake your fucking taste buds up, BG. Go wash your teeth, man. Go brush your teeth, man.
Right now, I don't know what you mean, man.
He do got that voice, low key, yeah.
Yo, sound like green smoke coming out this nigga mouth right now.
Make the little toxic skull and bones and shit.
I'm probably just thirsty. Need a little parched.
Yo, Kid Smooth said, where the link at?
Yo, Kid Smooth about to get roasted today.
That man definitely he definitely got to get brought up on charges.
Oops. I sent that nigga the link to the video. I'm tweaking.
It's not even charges. It's felony. It's felonies at this point.
Hold on, the link is right there though, right above.
Yeah, it's above anyway, so I don't know. Tweaking. I sent this man his money the day before. Nigga hit us up the day after. Where my money, BG? I'm like, nigga, what you talking about?
Oh yeah, he did do that. What the fuck?
I ain't get no alert.
Like, nigga, check your PayPal account before you harass me.
Yo,
what's up, everybody?
Who gonna win the CSA this year? This shit gonna be tight.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. Like,
I don't even know if the regular's gonna be nominated. I ain't really heard of it.
That's what we say every year. Then come November, as soon as that Scorpio drops, it's all gonna start back up again.
Yeah, Xbox dude definitely gonna win it again.
Yeah. Oh, that's always. I think Kid Smooth might be a #1 contender this year.
Oh shit!
You think he get a #1 seed? Ooh,
I think he's gonna be #1, man.
Oh, Zaire fell back. Oh, he might be.
A lot of people.
Oh, he's taking over. He's taking over on them.
That's what I'm saying. Zaire kind of fell back off that shit.
Yeah, he overshadowing them this year.
A lot of people saying that one dude that never finishes his games might get up there.
He definitely needed.
He's a resident. He's a resident at CSA. He already got a room. So he lit it. He lit it.
Facts.
Yeah, you realize when you've been on this 2 or 3 years in a row though, something must be wrong with you.
Hey, man.
I don't know, man. If I was a gambling man, I would have to say Kid Smooth gonna win this year.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's
why would I win?
Yo, did you hear the fuck shit you said this week? And it's only goddamn August. It's like all year.
Oh my god!
I actually don't know what anything Smooth said this week, so it's gonna be interesting to hear.
Because everybody over exaggerates, dude. When it comes to me, it's an over exaggeration.
Nah, fam. Nah. Ain't no.
All I know is this guy said that at one point 30 frames wasn't compromised.
I don't 30 frames per second.
Hold on, save it for court.
Yeah.
Save it for court. Matter of fact, I gotta find them tweets though real quick, because I want to get exactly what this man said.
Oh man.
Okay. Pretty good. Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 104. We are on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, for anybody new. Links in the description for everything. Shout out to all the patrons that have been supporting us. Make sure you drop that like, please. Please, hitting the like button is free, and it takes a second, and it promotes us.
Just give it up, man. Just give it up. Just give it up. These niggas ain't doing nothing, man.
If you don't want to, monetarily contribute, the best thing you can do, right, is literally just click a button, and that will make us help us grow. So there'll be 1,000 people watching every week. Hit that like watching us live, and then there's another 15, 14,000.
Here that there's 1,000 likes and something happens or something like that.
And then there's another.
That's actually a good idea.
That don't be liking. So hit that like button.
Something outside of you streaming I Am Bread.
We got to get 1,000 likes for the whole month.
Nah. 1,000 is thinking too small. I say 5,000.
Oh, low key.
I mean,
the shit get like damn near 20,000 every week, man. 5,000 should not be a problem.
Yep.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah. All right. We can do these intros. I don't know if Jimmy's making it. I know his computer, his PC died or whatever. He said he's gonna try to get it here from his phone.
Hey man, if he don't make it, we definitely will enjoy spending his share of the
money. Yeah. All right.
Some extra.
Bond.
What's going on, everybody? I'm only here for the court case.
Smooth.
What's up, everybody? It's the best spot, Kid Smooth.
Jack.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's popping?
Heartache.
I ain't got no fancy intro.
Yo, what's good? Heartache Gaming, man. Check me out.
And Porto Rock.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Porto Rock 77. I want to say, hey, BG, thanks for the invite. Hey, it's good to chill with y'all this Sunday night.
All right,
no doubt.
And by the way, today's Red Infamy's birthday, so shout out to Red.
Oh, shout out to Red. Oh, it is. I ain't know that.
Shout out to Red.
Yeah. Oh, you mean she's actually out celebrating her birthday instead of like streaming
outside
all day?
Listen,
who would have ever thought?
I'm not in that woman's business. I don't know. She could be inside, outside right now.
I'm just saying, who would have ever thought somebody would be doing something else besides game streaming all day on their birthday?
Listen, fam, she could be inside because she's been answering these tweets mighty fast. So I don't know.
We have cell phones, BG.
Listen, man.
Hey, did you add the topic for the PlayStation 4 supposedly has some secret sauce going on, something like that?
I actually didn't hear about this.
You ain't read that? That's big news right now. What's going on, player?
Ooh, where is this coming from?
Yo, these got to be the driest topics ever in the history of the show.
My nigga.
I heard nothing about any secret sauce, and I looked all over.
Man,
That's Vega. Sony adopted a specific architecture from the Vega line. But we heard this before. Last year, remember when Sony did that, talked about 8.4 teraflops? That's all it is. It's just the specifics on how it's actually happening.
Okay. Yeah, I heard nothing about this. I mean, is this coming from the fanboy camp or like somewhere reputable?
Nah, it's an article.
Okay.
Yeah. That shit came from Mark Cerny, nigga. What the fuck?
Well, that's why I got y'all here, man.
You're busy trying to stream for 8
hours.
Thank you. This one guy just said, give Bond the podcast already.
Hey, man, I miss stuff too.
Yeah, I put the link in the Google Hangout.
All right. I mean, that's why I got area of expertise in here. Like Jack Moo's supposed to know all the Sony stuff. Kids Move for the Xbox stuff in case I miss it.
All right. I feel you.
And Heartache to be a fuck nigga all the time.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Hater. This nigga a hater, dog.
Oh, man.
Straight hater.
So do y'all said this actually came from Mark Cerny?
Yeah. Actually, it came from.
Somebody read the article. Y'all know this nigga can't read. Somebody read it to him.
A year ago was Mark Cerny, but somebody from AMD recently did a video talking about this technology for the Vega card. It just so happens to be the same technology that Cerny adopted. So it's really about the AMD Vega architecture more than it is Sony. But everybody just pretty much, the fanboy bullshit.
Is it going to unlock on like the PlayStation 4 like Pro like this year or something like that?
No, it's just an added feature. I mean, I ain't bragging about it or anything like that because this could potentially make us look like a bunch of dumbasses like DX12 did. So it's really I'm not going there. You know what I'm saying? I already see like the hype and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ.
Best thing to do is sit back and wait, see what happens.
Yeah, I just just wait till the results. That's all it is.
Otherwise, we'll be looking dumb for saying that Microsoft never said 4K 60, the highest pixels, the highest resolutions, the highest
uncompromised.
True 4K.
They never said that.
Just chill, For all we know, this technology gives us like 2 extra frames per second. Big deal. We don't know what it's gonna do. It's whatever.
Okay, cool.
Sit back and see. Wait and see.
All right. I want to get right into a question from Sean, one of the patrons. So he asked if a developer or publisher was going to give you $1 million to promote a game you clearly have stated you do not like you hate this game, would you promote it on your channel?
$4 million. Hell yeah!
First of all, that's a dumbass question. That's all I want to say.
I eat ramen noodles every night. Hell yeah, I'm doing that shit.
That's a dumbass question.
Some of y'all be acting holier than thou out here in the comments and talking about I wouldn't give up my integrity. Some of y'all be acting like high and mighty. So
you be front for game codes. So it's a difference.
It's a difference between giving up your integrity and cashing out, though. That's cashing out.
Yeah, that's I can get $1 million. Come on, I would put on the fucking Splatoon outfit and everything. Like, for real, on camera. Fuck, I wouldn't even have to think twice. That ain't even a thought.
That's a real bag right there, dog. You got to do that one. I don't give a fuck how much you hate a game, bro.
So you selling out is what you're saying?
$4 million? Hell yeah! I eat bologna sandwiches every night, BG.
Hold on, BG. You sell out for game codes.
Listen,
now that's the difference. I ain't selling out for game codes, but for $1 million,
that's not selling out. That's buying in.
Listen,
like, for real.
The comment section like to say people selling out for everything. So I'm just, is it not selling out? That's my
on the real. You got to pay.
I would do it, but is it not selling out?
On the real, you gonna have to pay me $1 million to stop at that point. I'll be We Lover 08 if that was the case and shit. $1 million? That's
got to do that one.
That's life-changing money.
Hell, people promote games they don't like for a free game and views.
But what he said BG be doing, exactly.
But
that's what BG do. What you talking about?
I don't even know what you said. But is it not selling out? Is that the question now? Are you selling
sell out for
$1 million, dog?
So y'all do have a price.
Oh yeah, everyone has a price.
Okay,
I know where BG going. I know where.
Fam. Don't try to merge. You sell
I
out
can't wait to sell out. Fuck y'all.
Nah, this nigga sell out for a t-shirt. Don't try to merge, man.
I just wanted to know if y'all had a price.
That's why you got the
what did the $1 million man used to say in wrestling? Everybody's got a price.
Yeah, there's always a price.
Listen, I know I got a price. I was just asking if
y'all already know, nigga. What you talking about?
A box of ramen noodles.
This nigga sell out for a pair of socks. Fuck you talking about? Are they cotton? It's at 100% cotton. I would do it.
Right, so we all got a price. Okay, I just want to. All right.
Nah, fam, but it's different. $1 million. Come on, man.
Listen, I'm not judging nobody, fam. I just want to.
You have to be stupid not to do that, bro. Like,
okay.
Hey, man, listen. Listen, we not the same as you, BG. You was shucking and jiving for some Monopoly money. GLM had Monopoly money. That's all.
I wasn't shucking and jiving for nothing.
GLM had Monopoly money. That's all I'm saying.
I was sitting down. I was chilling. I ain't do a damn thing.
You was doing a Harlem Shake sitting down then, nigga.
I didn't do a damn thing.
All right.
But next topic, we can talk about Hellblade. Different things to say about Hellblade. First of all, I guess first impressions for those of us who played it. Jack Move, I know you played it. What are your thoughts so far?
I think it's a great game, man. You know, I went in, but this is the thing. I went in knowing what the experience was pretty much going to be. So, you know, if you like, I was always be saying, if you know what the, you know, it's got light combat, environmental puzzles, you know, very story driven. If you go in knowing that, I think you'll love the game. If you don't go in like, if you think it's gonna be like a God of War Bayonetta type, you know, high octane, all this action and craziness, you're gonna be disappointed. But I think it's a great game. You know, you really don't see topics like psychosis touched on in games that much. They didn't like take it, you know. It's like a fantasy, but it ain't like a silly type, you know what I'm saying? But I like the game, man. You got like limited gameplay, but I fuck with it.
I mean, yeah, it's what I was telling like Hard 8. Like some people thought this was gonna be like a combat heavy game because it was coming from Ninja Theory. I was like, listen, I think that game is gonna be about the story. Y'all gonna be disappointed.
What made you get it? I thought you ain't want it.
I got it free.
Yeah, somebody's background is on like please.
I know somebody at Chuck E. Cheese or something. What is going on?
Yeah, I was able to, you know, get it free. So I picked it up, played like 3 hours right before this, and it's cool so far. You know, it's a lot of, you know, hearing the voices in her head and the, you know, the narrative. There's a lot of that. But the combat is actually cool. I think the combat is fun. It's based,
the combat though.
Yeah, the combat feels intense. You know, dodge, attack, parry.
Who background is that?
I don't hear that right now.
I think that was Porter. He muted himself. But yeah, dodge, attack, parry. pretty basic combat, taking on multiple enemies. I think it's fun.
Only thing I didn't like about the combat is that it never really, evolved that much. I wish they would have added execution moves, but other than that, yeah, the combat it's fluid. Like it ain't really. Oh no, it's good. It's good.
They definitely should have had execution moves.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I thought there was an execution move. I just thought I wasn't doing it right, because there's certain parts when you're about to kill them, she does puts her knife inside of them and it stops.
Yeah, it seems like they're about to do it. Yeah,
it seems like she's about to do an execution, but there's no execution. There's focus where you can slow down time for a second, which I think makes the game way too easy. When you're.
I rarely use that towards the end. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool.
Yo, for $30, it's fully worth $30 so far.
It's definitely worth the price. It definitely is. If you got doubts on it, man, if you like story-based games, you definitely need to pick up Hellblade.
Is it coming to Xbox?
I don't know about all that.
No idea. And a lot of people saying about the game being short and all that, but if that game was any longer, I think it would have overstayed its welcome. It's the perfect length, dog. As a matter of fact, by the time it was getting towards the end, you're all right, when's this shit gonna end? Bro, come on. It was kind of dragging on towards the end. So
niggas have paid worse for $30. Niggas have paid worse at $60, so you really can't. It's $30.
Hold up, the real Best Spot arrived.
What's up, Randy?
Oh my god.
That joint worth $19.99.
What's up? Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, what's up, Randy?
I know you did your review on Hellblade. You really like it. What are your impressions?
I mean, it's surprising. I didn't know what to expect, even though I do love most of Ninja Theory's games. It was definitely a game that deals with psychosis and mental illness in a way that I've never experienced before in a game. Having all the voices in your ears telling you what you should do or what you shouldn't do, and how that actually affects the story and stuff was actually really incredible, in my opinion.
Okay.
Well, we kind of deal with mental retardedness every day online, so it probably feels very familiar,
The combat is easy though. Single time during the combat, I died 3 times in a row during one of the puzzles, but that was it. So I don't think there's much to worry about with the permadeath thing.
Wait, how does the permadeath thing work?
So that's the thing. So at first I heard it was the permadeath, then it's not real. Then now I'm hearing it is real. Is it real or not?
Yeah, I think it's real.
Listen, we need Kid Smooth to play it to find out.
the thing about the permadeath is, right? Well, kind of low-key spoiler alert. If you die too many times in Hellblade, your save file will be erased. The only issue is you have to die at least over 50. I know people that say they died 50 times in the game, some people on purpose, and they save never got erased. If you die over 50 times in this game, you do not deserve to be playing video games, okay? Because this game is not difficult, bro. I probably died 4 or 5 times, most of the times on puzzles. This game is not difficult, bro. If you die enough where your save get erased, just stop playing the game, bro. Facts.
Yeah, I've died. I'm playing on hard, and I've died twice so far, and I'm already 3 hours in. The game is only 7 hours, so
yeah, it's not hard, dog.
Yeah, so I don't know how people even die that much.
Yeah, the puzzles caused most of my deaths just simply because I just went the wrong way.
Yeah, the fire joints,
yep. Combat. Yeah, the fire ones especially.
Yep.
Oh, you die after a while if you don't make it out?
Yeah, if you have
to go the wrong way, you'll catch on fire.
Yeah, go the wrong way.
I never even knew that because it never happened to me yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the permadeath thing is supposed to tie into her state of mind. Knowing that if you die too much, the game will get erased, is supposed to feed into her anxiety, and it's supposed to give you anxiety when you're playing it. But it's supposed to be tied into her psychosis and stuff as a game element.
Because there was this part where, like you said, the fire part where the voices in her head start saying "Oh, you're not going to make it back. You got to remember your way back." And I'm thinking once I find what I'm supposed to do, it's going to be some type of complicated maze to get back. That was oh shit, they about to complicate this, but it really wasn't. It was a simple path back. They try to freak you out.
That's another thing I like about the game, as far as the game design, how there is no HUD in the game, so you know what I'm saying, it ain't got no mini map, or it ain't got go here, go there. Basically, the game does use the voices in your head to, like Rand was saying, kind of explain where you're going. If you're going the wrong way, it might, your left ear might be oh, you're going the wrong way, or to tell you kind of what you're doing, oh, you're almost there, you're getting close. It's kind of cool the way they do that. And then as far as the puzzles go, sometimes you would think you're seeing something that you ain't really seeing, or you'll have to walk through a portal to see it the right way. Like, I just think it was kind of like smart games. Like, well, some of them puzzles are very annoying. They can get to be annoying. Like, if you think you solved it, but you didn't. Like, you start thinking you, like, got psychosis. Like, nigga, I know I'm not crazy. I solved this fucking puzzle. But then you'll go back and then solve this shit like that. I don't know.
People are complaining about we're saying spoilers. None of these are spoilers, but you know, people.
None of this is spoilers.
Everything you fucking say about a game is spoilers to people. That's why I can't stand you, motherfucker.
If you ever seen a review of Hellblade, you would have heard any of this. None of this is spoilers. Right?
And what I like about the game is there's pretty much no tutorial. They just throw you right in there.
Yeah, they don't tell you nothing.
That first time where you're supposed to find the ruin in the environment, the very first one, I literally took me 20 minutes because I did not know what to look for. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I was like walking around that cave. I'm like, what am I looking for? Because you're right, there are no tutorials. It doesn't tell you anything. You're just supposed to figure it out.
It can get annoying, but like,
everybody wants to act like they're an expert and figure out everything in like 1 minute.
Oh, here go the damn.
Listen, I'm just saying, a lot of these people in the comment section, a lot of gamers like to act like they figure out shit in 1 minute. I was in that cave for like 10 minutes because I'm thinking the solution to the puzzle is in front of me on the wall. I didn't think I had to go back and walk through the cave. So I was looking at this shit for at least 5 minutes. I was like, what the? Where is it?
And then the other 5 minutes was on Game Facts, right?
No.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what up, Jimmy?
All right, I just had to check them on my other computer.
Figure it out. That's it.
Another thing about the game, and I guess I don't know if people forget out, she actually has like combo systems. Like there's actually combo systems, especially with the melee. If you figure it out and mess around, you'll realize there's certain combinations she does for more powerful attacks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but unless you actually play with the buttons and just mess around, you wouldn't even figure it out. You'll probably just button mash it.
Yo, who that?
That's Portal Rock. What's going on, Jim?
All right. What's up, man? What's up, everybody?
You gonna be allowed back next week, Portal Rock, or you gonna have to write like a letter for forgiveness?
Yeah, you know what? That was funny because when I saw you said I was gonna get excommunicated, I'm like, and everybody's keep talking about what's that do? Showstopper. I'm like, what is everybody talking about? Like I'm lost in that shit. Like excommunicated from who?
Showstopper came on here 1 week, and then we had to hear that same tired story. 45 minutes, 45 minutes, 3 parts, and then it was an elaborate plan. We just came on okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Listen, if you're down with BGST, you ain't allowed on here.
Anyway, I just chill on Zair's channel with the multiplayer podcast. That's about it. I don't do the BGST thing.
Well, yeah. So Hellblade's cool. I'm liking it so far. I think it's worth it. I mean, it's pretty. The cycle is pretty much puzzle, combat, walk. A lot of people are calling it a walking simulator.
It is.
There's a decent amount of walking.
I don't think so.
It is.
There's a decent amount of walking, but and that's because they use that walking time to tell you the story and
it's narrative. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is. It's the same. Listen, but that's the same shit I get on.
I'm hearing a lot of PlayStation bullshit right now.
This was the
Xbox game. I don't think y'all would be liking that shit
Same shit, but hold on. That's the same shit I get on Uncharted for sometimes, and everybody be defending that shit.
Yeah, because it's narrative. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's a problem with Hellblade. But if I've said the same shit about Uncharted, like Uncharted has boring parts, but y'all swear.
You know what's crazy?
Out of my mind.
You know what's crazy about what you're saying right now? That's a problem in Horizon Zero Dawn because when you be picking up these long ass audio log and text logs, the characters start talking over each other because they want you to stop walking and just listen to it. But you be trying to go to the fucking waypoint of the mission and you'll walk 2 steps and somebody else will start talking over the audio log. So that's an issue in games like Horizon.
I tell you one thing, Hellblade came out at the right time because if it came out in October, nobody wouldn't be playing this shit.
In October? Ooh.
True.
Probably.
October, November, nobody would have been thinking about no Hellblade.
There'll be a lot of less, yeah.
But I'm just saying, how come y'all give certain games that have these walking simulator parts passes?
Yo, you do a lot of fucking walking in Hellblade, dog.
Bruh.
Like, it's not the same. You can't compare that to Uncharted.
Bruh.
Like, come on.
It got more gameplay than a walking simulator, though.
That's you walk. You just walk.
Bruh, Last of Us got some walking parts. Uncharted got some walking parts.
No doubt, but not like that.
I mean,
BG, you know when you ended your stream, it's like a whole lot of that when you go back.
Probably, but I feel like they're splitting it up well between the combat and the puzzles.
It's gonna be a lot when you go back.
It's like it's a lot of walking because it's a lot of puzzles too.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of the puzzles require.
Next part got like nothing but they're gonna shit on you with them puzzles.
I mean, you might as well play Firewatch. Like, what was wrong with that?
This is all about how much you're willing to overlook the repetitive game design of solve a puzzle, walk into the next area, have the story told to you, solve that puzzle, do a fight, repeat, rinse and repeat. Like for me, it's higher. Or I enjoyed the story, the narrative.
You gotta get your internet.
Your mic breaking up.
You're breaking up a little bit, Rain.
Yeah, oh, that was me remixing. Yeah.
No, I see what he's saying though.
Nah.
It's limited. Like the gameplay just limited. That's all it is. That's why y'all seeing a lot of walking. It's just a limited gameplay.
And that's why it's $30.
You could tell it's an indie game when you see that. Yo, can y'all hear?
Damn, Jimmy, you breaking up too, Jimmy. You breaking up too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk, Jimmy.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What's up?
Now, what I was going to say is you could tell that's where the indie part come in because you could tell if they put different weapons in the game.
You talking about? Oh yeah.
Yeah, if they had like more variety of combat-wise weapons.
Yeah, the combat actually reminded me of Rise.
Yeah, the combat is good, but it's just, you could tell it's like they wanted to put more to it. You could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it do remind me of Rise a little bit.
I watched one gameplay. It took 20 minutes before they got to some action. Yeah, literally, it was like 23 minutes.
Yeah,
it do get like that.
Come on, man. What game walking for 23 goddamn minutes before you get to some
I don't think that's unheard of.
What game?
I was playing Uncharted 4 last night, and there was like a level that's 45 minutes long where there's no combat. You just climb and walk.
Yo, Uncharted 4 absolutely has more than one of those.
Oh, absolutely.
It was a climbing simulator.
45 minutes on fucking Uncharted.
After you get out the jungle in Uncharted 4, that next chapter with Sam, like chapter 14, is all.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't be noticing this shit because I think y'all just give Uncharted passes in y'all mind. Uncharted,
I'm not
even parts, my nigga.
Uncharted 4 ain't even my favorite Uncharted, so it ain't even like that. I like.
Yeah, I know the part.
Anyway,
there's a part where he's climbing. And he's sneaking around. It is long. Like it's long.
If you think about it though, no real like story based game is like pure fucking action when you think about it. Like,
yeah. I mean, the Order 1886 had like 2 chapters where it was just a cutscene. They were probably just moving.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta slow down sometime, man.
They did a good job though. I ain't gonna lie. Hellblade is impressive to me for $30 especially.
It's selling. It's going to sell.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Of course it's selling. It's dry as fuck right now, and it's a PlayStation game. Of course it's selling.
What y'all think about Inquisition, going crazy and giving it a 1 out of 10 because he got, I guess, upset? I don't know if it was a user error or it was an actual bug.
Yeah, it was a user error.
It wasn't a user error. It was the error on the game because they shouldn't have put the save.
This is what happened, right? Okay, so it's a part in the game. This is not a spoiler. You run it down basically and you run it in a cave, right? Now it's a light following you. Well, you got to run to lights, but you got a torch in your hand. So eventually you run under a waterfall and the torch goes out, but you got to stay in the light. So as he's running, it's another place where you can relight your torch, but he never noticed that because I guess he would say he was too scared or he was just trying to get to the other light source. He never did it. When he almost got to the other light source, it kept killing him because you're supposed to light your torch right there. Eventually, one time he did it and it auto-saved and, it auto-saved after he died so he could never run back and relight his torch. So he's basically stuck on his save file, and there's no way that he can progress because he ain't got his fucking torch lit. But
just to clarify one thing about that part of the game, it tells you in the beginning of the game when you turn it on to use headphones or to turn up your audio so you can hear things. And there is a cue in her head when she's running where they actually tell her stop and go light the torch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That is the design. It's more of a design flaw than
The save point is definitely a flaw.
They put the autosave in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's definitely in the wrong place because that should never happen, dog.
Do y'all think that's worth giving a game 1 out of 10?
No.
I mean, it was his fault, but at the same time, like, I don't know, dog.
I mean, at the time that it happened, yeah.
I don't agree with. I don't agree with that.
A 1 out of 10.
If you can't progress, if it's like a bug at the time, he didn't know all the details. So
But he was absolutely loving the game.
No, but he didn't play the game properly though. That's the problem.
Know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro.
Well, it's still a design flaw though.
I think the lowest he should have gave is like a 6. Like.
But if you play the game properly, you wouldn't have that problem that he had. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know like whether to blame him. I ain't gonna blame him because this does seem like a design flaw. But I think if it's a bug in the game that stops you from progressing, I don't think that automatically by default makes it a 1 out of 10. I think that makes it a 6, a 5 at most, but not a 1. 1 is like literally everything about that game is broken and non-functioning.
He was enjoying the game.
The game is trying to punish you and be edgy at the same time. So I guess that's what they was thinking about. Like, okay, if you don't pay attention, this is what's gonna happen to you. You got to start over because the game is about starting over if you don't play it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't be listening to reviewers any goddamn way. Yeah. I know I have watched more gameplay than I would have liked to because I've been trying to hype myself up to play it, but it ain't working.
Didn't you got to play it though. You got to try it for yourself before.
Yeah. I got the game. I had the game downloaded since last Sunday, and I can't.
But that's why I was asking why you pre-order games if like.
No, I didn't pre-order that.
Okay. All right.
You gotta try it because if I would have went by what I saw, because I went by my boy and he was playing it, and I was like, this shit whack, and I went home and tried. Oh, it ain't bad. You know what I mean? You gotta try it for yourself.
Yeah, a game like Hellblade is not something you could just watch. You just have to put the headphones on, sit back, and then just enjoy the ride yourself.
I honestly think you also need to play the game with headphones because, like, I think you're missing out.
You need
to. I've watched like on YouTube, people play it, and it just the voices coming through the TV just doesn't have the same impact as it would if it was coming through headphones.
Yeah, they tell you to play with headphones too.
Yeah, it is really good with headphones.
The game suggests it when you turn it on. As soon as you turn it on and get to the title screen, it actually suggests it to you.
Actually, you shouldn't be using TV speakers anyway at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Even a surround sound setup doesn't do it justice. So even if you have like a separate surround sound system connected to your console, or whatever, it still doesn't matter. Because I have one.
Nah, I doubt that. Nah, fam.
Just compare it. That's it. That's just a suggestion. You want the voices like to be in your head, and I don't think a surround sound system.
Yeah, that has a merge.
Does a job like a headset.
I don't play games with headsets, so
I don't think because you gotta understand like the way when they speak in your head, it's I don't know what exactly you call it. Sometimes it sounds like it's coming from the right. Sometimes it's like
surround sound.
They use a different audio recording technique,
and it's not always
virtual surround
on left and right. So
yeah,
they did a real good job on that. So why were people comparing Hellblade and Horizon so much this
because the character looks like light?
Because they retarded.
I honestly don't see it
retarded.
Both them chicks is ugly. Both them chicks.
Yo, one's an android, one's a schizo. I don't understand.
Yo, it just seemed like people just want something to like make controversy about, like just something to talk about. Oh, Hellblade's better than Horizon and shit like this. Just to start a conversation.
No, but
is that a spoiler?
Huh? Well, we're not gonna listen to what he just said.
Yeah, I was saying that to myself.
No. Listen, but this is the thing I'm noticing. Honestly, I don't even think it's like a Hellblade thing. I was saying this the other day. I think it's more like anytime a new game comes out that does something well, people always try to discredit Horizon. It don't matter what the game about, bro. That motherfucker could be a Farming Simulator 2019. They'd be like, oh, the lawnmower runs more fluidly than the robots in Horizon. Like, nigga, what are you talking about, bro? What does this have to do with Horizon, dog? Like, I don't get it, bro.
Somebody said thanks for the spoiler. What was, yeah. Smooth.
Oh, well, hey, play some fucking games. Didn't talk to me.
Yo, don't do
this. Nigga crazy,
died in the middle of beating that.
Nah, just apologize, man. You spoiled that shit. You sounded like Jimmy now. Nah.
Yeah, man. Just gonna say sorry, fam.
If it makes y'all feel better, she's not really an android.
Yeah, she's not an android.
Y'all making it worse.
Thank you for that.
Listen, telling you what she's not is not a spoiler.
No, you're supposed to say I cannot confirm, but that's not what he said. But just play the game.
Neutralize what Smooth is.
Man, just shut up, man. Damn.
Anything. Say what she's not is spoiler.
Yeah, Drake dies at the end of Uncharted 4. Thanks, man.
Oh man, y'all doing way too much.
On like, how long can you like not talk about a game?
Nigga, the game just came out.
The game is still being bought, brand new.
Horizon been like
niggas are still buying Grand Theft Auto 5 in Minecraft. I mean,
he taking shots, boy.
I do it. I start spoiling games when I just don't give a fuck, which is pretty soon.
I think like a year after a year.
I don't even wait that.
Horizon, I could see.
That's why we can't get nobody to fuck with us, because y'all niggas be doing that shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's the reason.
Spoil the game. That's
the reason.
Hey, all that shit add up, man.
Hey, man. Listen, I'm sorry if you ain't.
Hey man, you go to big YouTubers, they not spoiling shit. That's all I'm saying.
They're not even playing the game. They taking it a step further, nigga.
Listen, man.
Oh, Jack Move. I watched your damn video of the Hellblade and Horizon, and you know the highest rated comment, right, on that video had nothing to do with your fucking video.
What did it say?
No, some faggot faggot named Mel Sensitivity gonna sit there and say, Xbox. He's like, oh, this must be hurting Xbox gamers or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with the content of the video?
What just going on, man? God damn.
Your feelings hurt. Your feelings.
It's got my feelings. It's like, how does this comment get 23 likes on a video that's about 2 PlayStation games? Like, how can you not enjoy the fact that he's talking about 2 prominent PlayStation games? And somehow a comment about Xbox has to be the number one.
How many prominent Xbox games have come out this year?
Hey, Black Bond. I'm
just curious.
Bond, I'm sorry. I ran out of fucks to give, but I got some shit if you give me some hour to get it. Like
you already lost that best move.
I mean, like, it's like, what the fuck? Why does Xbox have to be like the ultimate go-to?
The punch bag.
Yeah, it's like the
Xbox is the punching bag, dog. It's the punching bag.
You know but for what? It's like it don't even have to be a part of the conversation.
Y'all
it's
suck.
Niggas like,
suck.
I guarantee him we're gonna talk about Uncharted and how it comes out next week and who preloaded it, and somebody gonna mention Xbox. I'm like, what? Like,
yo, man, Xbox is the punching bag this generation, man. Deal with it.
Smooth, while you're talking, would you like to speak on those NBA Live demo impressions?
It's not that hype, fam. Cut it out. Cut it out, dog.
Would you like to speak on that PS2 remaster? Oh, okay, go ahead.
NBA Live 18. All right, so the demo's out. You're able to do the start really like the story mode in the Drew League, and you can play head to head and whatnot. So, the game is a massive improvement over the last 2 lives that came out. I don't care what anybody says. I streamed it. The graphics, the game looked good. Like I said, I feel like they do player models much better than the competition.
Hold on, time out.
Wait a minute, what?
Hold on. Are we getting disliked about it right now? Because it's about to be 100 dislikes.
Oh shit! Renee on their job today. All right.
Oh,
shout out to you, Renee.
Go ahead, Smooth.
Yeah. So once again, they returned the face scan app. You know, the 110% accurate face scan that they do. Jack, if you check out my face scan, nigga was looking sexy, right?
Whoa!
I'm gonna say this. The face scan did look like you. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Shut up, Jack. Hold on. This
okay, yeah, go ahead with the part. All right, go.
Dog. He just asked you, was he sexy, dog?
he low-key did.
What is going on?
Anyway, you're confusing my enthusiasm.
No, fam. You sexy, dog. Oh. What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck going on, man?
Shit. Hold up. Okay, go ahead. Jesus.
They proved a lot of things as far as defense and how now there's definitely like body contact when you crash in the paint. The fatigue feature, which doesn't allow you to spam dribble and spam dunk and whatnot, which was something I've been asking for. The Drew League mode and whatnot is just kind of an advancement of the last game's program mode, and it's popping. It is really popping. That in this in NBA Live, it's officially it's $40. Okay.
Bro, they just added fatigue, bro.
Well, true fatigue. There's always been fatigue in the game, but it wasn't active.
Okay.
But now it's active. You can feel it. You can see it, and it encourage you to sub people in or to stop trying to use people and whatnot. So
the game is trash. I deleted that shit and didn't even finish one single game. Trash. Get that
wow.
shit out of here, dog. It's trash. Saying it's better than last year or the year before because they didn't have a game last year. It's not saying a lot. They still got a long way to go. It's fucking trash.
They don't have a long way to go. They're on the right track. I think it's going to be the better. It's going to be the better basketball game this year.
You want to bet it don't?
You tweaking?
I bet it will.
What you want to bet?
What Metacritic?
Wait, how are we determining who?
Metacritic?
I think it's better.
We could go by sales.
Come on.
Don't do it, Smooth. Smooth, stop, bro. Stop,
Let's
bro.
go by sales.
Nah, I can't.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh, that shit trash, dog. Stop it.
Hey,
And them
Smooth,
character
please-
models ain't better, dog.
Smooth,
Please
Right.
do not listen to Hard 8 when it comes to NBA Live.
They could all see it.
Nah.
Everybody see it, dog.
Well, no, because everybody are fucking sheep, and they just tell they
Right,
just
hold
take
on.
whatever dick that's given to them.
A corporate slave can't call people sheep.
See, the thing is, I am not a corporate slave. Actually, I am not loyal to any corporation.
Do y'all want to have that court case now? I don't know what it's about.
Oh man, let me pull back.
4K30.
All right, fuck it.
4K
He gotta
30.
come up. Fuck it. Smooth. Step up to the goddamn. Step up.
What am I accused of this time around?
4K
This
30.
nigga, okay, I'm gonna read what this nigga said because when I seen it, I was taken aback. I just was like, I can't believe he said this. He said if a
4K30
game
not
was
compromised.
built, he said if a game was built at 30 frames per second, that is not a compromise. He put that in capital letters.
Yep.
Not a compromise. If the game was built at 60, then sliced to 30 to hit 4K, that's a compromise.
I don't think any game is ever actually built at 30.
Fam.
I'm
would
going to
have
believe
to
that there's game engines that are built around 30 frames or designed for
What
30 frames per
engine?
second.
Yeah, you need to
a lot
name
of the
one.
game engines that's running on consoles that don't
What
exist on
engine?
PC, so. Why do I have to tell you what engine?
Because you said it. What engine, nigga?
Well, I'm pretty
I
sure.
said I stop.
Well, let's take that back.
Smooth.
What engine exists on console but doesn't
So,
exist on
let
PC?
me ask you, because you guys say whatever I said is asinine. So, are you telling me every game is designed to do 60 frames or more? Every
Every game is designed at the highest frame rate and then is lowered as they go through the process, I believe. I don't believe they ever start at 30 frames for games usually.
I don't have the proof of that, and I don't think.
So why
why
would you make a claim without proof of claim?
Why would you counter the claim if you can't prove me wrong?
No, nobody's saying. Everybody,
No, you already proved wrong because we asked you, what if the game's on? What about when the game's on PC? It can run at 60 or higher. So how is it built around 30 frames?
Have you ever heard about burden of proof? If you make a claim, it's your job to prove it. You can't just make asinine claims.
But you can't disprove it though.
Hey,
Fam,
So you tell me-
hold on. It was already disproved. You said that
How is it
games.
disproved?
Hold on, time out. You said that these games are built around 30 frames per second. So then you got hit with, well, what about when it's on PC?
What about it?
It runs higher than 30 frames. So how is
Here's
it built with around 30 frames? Smooth?
At the end of the day, right? You guys are always taking like extremes and putting it into the shit.
No, this is
The
what
whole
you
thing
said.
started because I said.
Let's read the follow-up. He said, so it was dumb for me to say a game targeting 30 frames isn't a compromise? Yes!
How?
Dog.
How is 30 frames per second
Smooth.
automatically a compromise?
Hey,
So
Smooth.
are all movies at 24 frames per second
No,
compromising as well?
oh my God, that's not the same.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It is.
not the same.
No, it's not.
All right.
No, it is not, fam. Stop it.
All right.
Why?
All right, Smooth. All right.
Not why you
First-
behind, player.
All right. First, the 24 frames movies is because of the cinematic experience. So that's a movie
Oh,
standard.
just how Ready at Dawn said they wanted a cinematic experience when they really wanted to shoot for 24 frames on the order.
No, listen now. When it comes to games, if a developer can make a game 60, they're not going to be like, hey, we could get this game 60, but fuck it, let's just do 30 anyway because we can. They're not going to do that. If they're going down to 30, it's because of reason. It's because of frame rate, graphics. It's because all of the things they can't do at 60. So it's a compromise. Developers, if they could do 60, they would do 60. But if they're not doing 60, it's because they can't to meet the vision of what they want. No one's going to purposely say, oh, shit, we could do 1080p 60. Fuck it. Break it down to 30 just because we're going to make Kids Move look good on the internet. No one's doing that.
Built around
No,
30 frames.
I'm not one to believe that every game is built to do like the high to do 60 frames or higher. I'm just not going to sit there and be like, oh, I believe every developer is making games right now with the expectations to run that game at 60 frames per second or higher.
Let me ask you this, Smooth. What happens when a developer puts out a game at 30 frames per second on a PC, like what happened with Mafia? What happens?
You niggas shit yourself and cry like babies.
And then what happens?
What?
They get forced to change the shit.
Thank you.
But how's that mean it's a compromise?
You answered your own question.
So did that person when the developer
that
made the game at 30 on PC, did they compromise it? Did they compromise it?
Smooth. You just said that the games are developed at 30 frames per second. They aren't developed at 30 frames. They can change it.
So question, why? So all right. So what about those PC games that came in at 30 that had to be forced to get unlocked or 60? Huh? Was that a compromise?
It's called a developer being lazy.
Exactly.
Oh, so it's not a compromise?
Being lazy is a compromise.
My God.
Yes.
Come on, man.
You said that you said that they're designed around 30. They're not. They released it at 30. People complain. Guess what? It's 60. They're not designed around 30. Name me one engine that's outside of the South Park engine for that RPG game that's 30 frames. Name me one.
I can't name you one because I don't know every engine.
But don't make claims without evidence.
Stop telling me don't fucking
That's fucking debate 101.
You can't prove every game.
Have you taken debate in high
60 frames per second? I hate when you guys do that shit.
Have you taken debate in high school or college?
It means what you're saying is right. That is fucking wrong.
Have you taken debate in high school and college? Have you ever written a thesis to try to prove a theory? You have to have facts. You can't just say things.
What the fuck does that have to do with that fucking dumbass? You always come in and reach in the back of your anus for the dumbest shit to compare shit to.
I'm reaching for debate protocol that you clearly never learned in school. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry I wasn't being taught about 60 frames per second in school.
No. We're talking about debate. We're not talking about anything else.
What the I didn't realize I was in a debate. You're trying to prove saying me believing games aren't built around 60 frames per second.
People are bringing
wrong, but you can't counter it.
People are bringing up the Decima engine. I'm not sure. I walk away for a second. What are they saying about the Decima engine?
I mean,
engine. That's a Horizon engine, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Horizon's engine.
And that was Killzone engine too, right?
Yeah.
No.
But it's not. Okay. But the engine's not built to do 30. It's just the limitation of the hardware. You know.
I think they said with the Decima engine that they built it to do 30. The only problem with that is that's also the engine that Death Stranding is running on, and that game is reportedly going to be
Killzone Shadowfall. I believe Killzone Shadowfall runs multiplayer at 60.
Hold on, that's what I just said. Wasn't Killzone on that?
Yeah, I mean, the Decima engine can do 60 frames.
If Killzone was on that engine, that was at 60 on multiplayer.
The Decima engine can do 60 frames.
I could have swore that Killzone was on that engine.
Somebody link Kid Smooth the definition of burden of
Shadowfall use the Decima engine. It does.
Oh, okay. So that get rid of that argument.
I mean, ultimately, 30 frames is because of hardware limitation. It's plain and simple.
I'm not believing that.
So all right. So Kid Smooth. So let's say if there's a developer and right now they have a game running at 60 frames, you think they're gonna be like, fuck it, drop it down to 30 frames?
No, because that's not the argument I'm making. I'm saying if a developer is making a game and they designed it around 30 frames, I'm saying there are games that I believe that are designed around 30 frames. That's all. I'm not saying somebody
name a game.
We got a game at 60. Fuck it, let's make it at
name a game designed around 30.
I'm not going to name that. Why don't you look at every game that's 30 frames per second and ask yourself that?
Oh my God. Name the game, Sam.
Name every game that was designed around 60 frames per second. That is
hold on, you don't want to just make the claim though, Smooth.
Burden of proof.
Right. Who made the claim?
But you don't have proof either.
Evidence.
So hold on.
So are you saying like the idea that like say Crackdown 3 for instance is running at 30? The game is designed to run at 30 and everything they built is designed around to run that frame rate. But the question is, did they compromise to get it from, to compromise their vision from 60 to 30? Was that what you're trying to say? Because I mean, games that run at 30 are designed, everything's designed around it running at 30 frames, is it not? But the question is, during development, they targeted a higher frame rate, they couldn't hit it, they had to compromise, less resolution, less textures to get it down to an acceptable frame rate. Isn't that kind of what we're talking about here?
Yeah. The argument here that Smooth is trying to make is are these games that are 30 frames because the developer wanted it to be, or because they had to make it that because of the hardware? Smooth is saying that they wanted it to be.
But these games are 60 on PC.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly the point.
Or higher on PC.
So somebody just linked me an article, and one of the head of Insomniac Games. I don't know if this is the same thing, right? So let me put it up. It says this led Insomniac Games.
Oh no, hold on. You know what? I just thought of this. There is one game that was designed with 30 in mind. One game, and that was LA Noire.
Okay,
PC.
This
but
also,
you can unlock it, but when you unlock the frame rate, it kind of messed up the driving.
This says to explain why the platformer will never hit 60 frames per second. The game is designed to run at 30 frames, to run locked at 30 frames.
What game?
This is Ratchet & Clank. So making frame rate changes was never in the cards. But this seems like it's possible though. So this is more because of hardware limitation. What it seems like to me.
Here's the thing. It's a play on words right now with Kids Move. When Kids Move says developers design, we're taking it as they purposely doing it 30. What we're trying to tell you, Kids Move, is they're targeting 30.
I think that purposely doing 30.
Well, they're targeting on 30 only because they know the hardware limitations. So yeah, you know, if I'm gonna make a game on the Xbox vanilla, I know they ain't gonna hit 60 whatever game. So we're gonna target 30. But if the console could do 60, they would do 60.
Absolutely. That's
what we're trying to tell you, Kismu. If the developers can make their games at 60 frames, they would make it at 60 frames. They just know the limitations, so they're going to be like, fuck it. This console's not that powerful. Let's target 30 because that's all this console can do. That's what we're trying to tell you, Kismu.
Yeah,
well, I mean, any game can run at 60 frames. Any game can run at 4K. The problem is the compromise. Like if you take Crackdown 3 or any game that runs at 30 and then boost it up to 60, you're going to see, they would have to cut back on the graphics and the texture, so it doesn't look as good. And then on the flip side, you can turn a game that runs at 1080p to 4K, but the frame rate might bottom out at 1 frame per second. So it's all a matter of compromise, especially compromising on the console side of game development.
Now we're at full circle, compromise, and that's what we've been trying to tell. Because compromise. You got to give up something. Something's got to go.
The fact of the matter is, Smooth, the biggest retarded statement you've made in the history of history is the entire concept of a console is a compromise. Period. they were built and designed around a compromise.
Yo, you ain't have to drop the mic on him like that, though.
That's not dropping the mic. He
dropped the mic. He dropped the mic, nigga. That's a fact, nigga. He dropped the mic.
That is not a fact.
That is a fact.
No, it's not.
That is a fact, dog. That is a fact.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. When you played your games on your
So what's your rebuttal?
When you played your games on your Genesis and Super Nintendo and they weren't arcade perfect, they weren't compromised?
I'm sorry, I wasn't playing games on the arcade, so they were perfect for the console.
Or not. When you went to the arcade and then
you never went to an arcade, Smooth?
I went to an arcade, but I was in no diehard arcade to be like, oh, you don't
even need to have ever gone to an arcade to answer this question. When you played Mortal Kombat in the arcade and when you played it on your Sega Genesis, was it not a compromise?
Yeah, the buttons weren't as big on my controller.
And the graphics did not look the same, did they? The existence of consoles has always been a compromise, period.
Wow.
It's a compromise for convenience. If you deny that, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Unbelievable.
It's also a compromise for price, too, because the Xbox One X is $500. They could have put a better CPU in there, maybe even a better GPU, and raised the price to $600, but they compromised because they wanted it at a price point that people would buy.
It's a compromise all the way around.
I mean, business, everything in life is a compromise. Do I go to school to learn a new skill so I can eventually get more money, or do I compromise and get the job right now that might pay less? Everything in life is a compromise.
Unless you're Smooth, because, eating shit is not a compromise. It tastes good.
All right. We can move on.
Hold on. He didn't get his verdict.
What?
How do you plead? Are you still?
I'm not fucking guilty.
Okay.
Didn't Insomniac say they designed the game at 30 frames per second?
Because they knew from jump that they wouldn't be able to hit 60.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. It's obvious. That was
Come
obvious.
on, knock it off. So how do you plead, Smooth?
How I plead? I plead the fifth.
Oh, you learned it. There you go.
All right. Xbox One dashboard update is it's not out yet, right? It's in preview or early.
Yeah, I have it. I have it at the alpha.
No, it's out for people that got that's in the program.
Snoop, you got it?
Nope, I'm not in that ring.
You a real bot. You want to talk about it?
Why you ain't got it though, fam? Why you ain't in the program?
Because I'm in a preview program, but they broke it down into like alpha, beta, ring 4, and all this stuff, and I'm not in the ring that gets it first. So that's because I didn't participate in a lot of like the surveys and.
You know all that cock and can't even get a dashboard first.
Hey,
this is a lesson. This is a lesson. Stop doing that dumb shit. They don't even care about you enough to put you in the first fucking wave. Stop
Who said
it.
I would want it though? I like
You want it. Get the fuck out of here. You want it. Stop it. Stop it, man. See what I'm saying?
I like my
Stop
dashboard the way
around,
it is.
blowing these corporation cocks, and they don't even care about
I actually don't do this whole corporate thing that you guys claim I do.
You do.
I'm not a corporate slave. I'm brand loyal. It's a fucking difference.
Brand loyal is a corporate slave.
No, it's not, dude. No, it's not, because Xbox isn't a corporation. It's a fucking brand. It's a platform.
Stop it, man.
This shit going
all I'm
left.
saying is this is a sign. Stop doing what you're doing, dog. You're not even in the first wave, but you run around waving a flag. Stop it.
Brand, how was that? Is it a drastic update? Like a drastic difference?
I mean, yeah, they changed a lot of things around. Some for the better, some for the worse. I mean, the feedback on like Reddit and Gaff and all the places is it's more negative than positive. Honestly,
Really?
and yeah, but the thing is, it's like finally when you get used to a particular user interface, Microsoft pulls the rug out from underneath you. It's like, nah, man, we got another one for you. Here, learn this one.
That's the thing about Microsoft. If they made new games as much as they changed that UI, they will be all right. God damn, they ain't got shit else to do. Ain't nothing else to do. They ain't making no games.
I mean, what did they change about it that people
But
don't
they made
want?
it customizable for the first
They got
time.
a whole overhaul. I got a whole fucking overhaul.
Yeah, the home screen's changed, so you can customize it more. You can pin friends and games to the bottom. They said they're going to work on it more. I like it because it lets you have the background image be bigger. The guide, when you hit the Xbox Glow button, the controller, it's instead of being vertical, like friends, parties, achievements, and stuff like that, it's all horizontal now. The problem with that is they added an extra step to get the stuff. So before it was like hit the guide button, thing comes up, you press up once, you can see all your friends. Now it's hit the guide button, go over one to friends, and then press A on friends to get to your friends list. So they added more steps to see the stuff that you want, which I'm not a fan of. They just made things like take longer, and then the community page where it's it's kind of like similar to the what's new on PlayStation 4. It's just an unreadable mess of garbage UI. Like it's bad. But they did some cool things. You can move as many games as you want between hard drive to hard drive. Before you can only pick one to move it to the other. Now you can select as many as you want and let it run overnight. You can actually change your NAT from the Xbox now too. So if you constantly are getting strict NAT, you can change it to open through the Xbox instead of fucking around with your router or modem.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
All that stuff is cool. It's just a lot of people don't like the new home and they don't like the guide. So they're really upset about it.
They can't give people like an option, like if they don't want to upgrade or something like that. Because how long have they had this one? Like a year?
The current one, since
the current one is about a year and a half, somewhere around there.
Yeah, the current one was fall last year, I think, and then now this one's going to be new for this one. The thing is, I knew this was going to happen because of the avatar system. They're bringing avatars back in a huge way. The problem was with the old dashboard, everything was just hidden. There were so many blocks and so many tiles that you couldn't properly reintroduce avatars because it's hidden in your profile by about 10 clicks. Now, avatars make a lot of money, at least they used to. They redesigned them, and now they opened up your home screen to be wide open. I guarantee you they're going to slide in that avatar stuff right away to let you personalize it so you can buy things for it. Maybe even introduce dynamic themes and stuff you can buy off the marketplace so they can monetize the platform even more.
Okay. Cool. Real quick about Friday the 13th. So they patched Friday the 13th. Well, changed it to you can no longer kill teammates. Hardy,
They ain't do it yet.
Okay, they're going to. Does this make a huge difference in the game?
Absolutely.
Do people doing that a lot though?
Yeah, you got
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what people. People have said things like they don't have nothing else to do. They already maxed out their characters, so then the only thing left to do is like just run around murdering people.
They taking it out of public matches. You can still do it in private matches. And you can still kill people with placed bear traps, and you can still run over people with your car. You just can no longer melee attack people to kill them and shoot people to kill them.
And that's the main way that people get killed.
Yeah, that's a huge problem in the game.
You getting ran over, that barely happens. And that's easy to get out the way too. So
did y'all hear about this one guy? It got really bad. It's this one guy. He's like a notorious team killer. He was playing the game. He killed every single person on his team and escaped. And Jason was left with like I think it was 0 out of 6 or 0 out of 7 people killed. So and he was bragging about it. He was like, like how they say, he ain't got shit else to do. So he did it.
I mean, you know gamers, man. You give them the opportunity to do anything, they're gonna exploit it.
No, but this is the thing. Once they take out their team killing, it's just gonna open up for more. Because it's so many ways you can break that game. Like I think people are gonna start taking the items that you use to escape and dropping them in the water to where you can't retrieve them. Or they gonna
doing dumb shit.
Or like how it's like 2 cars, they're gonna get all the keys and all the gas, and they go get in 1 car and drive off with all that shit. They do stuff like that. They gonna find a new way to break it.
That'd be a lot harder to do though. For
that'd be harder. That would be.
Yeah.
Man, that's what gamers do, fam.
Yeah.
I was watching this video. It was like top 10 pro gamers that got caught cheating and humiliated.
I think I saw that too.
I think I seen that jump too.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's banned mid-match on Counter-Strike. She had the shit up on the screen during a live stream.
Word.
Like, damn, she tried to play it off like, I've been asking my friends how to get rid of this. Bitch, we saw you activated. What you talking about? That shit was funny as hell. And she still was a bum.
Yeah, and what's the name be on they shit when it comes to banning people? It was this dude he was a pro Overwatch player. He wasn't doing it in a tournament, but he was doing it, in a public match or whatever. And he put on this aimbot. Dude was banned in like 10 seconds flat. Like,
hey, that's good. Like
this motherfucker didn't even get to enjoy that shit. Like he's banned permanently for life. Like it's over.
That's great. Like they need to learn, bro.
How do you even have fun cheating? I don't get that, dog.
It ain't even.
I think if you cheat, it shouldn't just be banned from the game. You should be banned from the entire service, meaning that your entire Xbox Live, Steam, PSN, whatever you're on, you should be banned from online play for life.
I don't even think it's the thrill of cheating. I think it's like Fire 13. I just think they get joy out of griefing other people. Like they don't care if they have. It's like trolling on the internet. You really don't care if you enjoying it. You just want to bring misery to. Like people like seeing other people upset and angry. So just if I could cheat and I know it's gonna make you have a bad day or a bad time on playing the game, that brings them joy. You feel me? So it's a sick mindset.
You enjoying this a little bit too much, Smooth.
Smooth probably be doing that shit. Low key.
Nah, it reminds me when I was first put on to Halo like matchmaking, and I was trying to learn how to play, and I was like frustrated because I was getting like just killed, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So they was doing like this thing called Team Rockets, and as soon as we would spawn in, I would just shoot up my whole team. And to do it until I got booted. I thought the shit was funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, you was one. All right.
I knew you was a fuck nigga for a reason.
He definitely been to y'all, man.
I know it.
Oh shit.
I knew it, man.
Oh man.
Man.
So this is probably a random piece of information, but it's about Last of Us. Tess was actually when they were developing it, they made Tess was the initial protagonist, and Joel was the antagonist that she was hunting down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I thought. Wow, that must be some new shit. I remember them saying that originally Tess was supposed to be like chasing you through the country or some shit. I thought she was the original villain of the game.
I think they said Joel was the initial villain. I might have it backwards.
Oh,
I was listening to the video. It was like a lot of unknown shit about Last of Us. Like Joel's actual, they never say it in the game, but Joel's last name is Miller, and Ellie's last name is Williams. Like it was like a lot of useless information, but it was interesting for lore.
I need to see that video. Sounds
I need to see that too. What that was that?
What was it called? top 10 unknown shit about Last of Us, something like that. I got it in my favorite.
All right. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Definitely got to tune into that one.
Yeah. Okay. Lawbreakers.
Ew.
It's not doing so well, especially on PC. I think they had less than 5,000 concurrent players at peak times. Yeah.
Didn't they say it's like it's performing worse at launch than Battleborn, which is a game that
was dead on arrival.
Looking spooky, dog.
Player Unknown is killing everything.
What is the fucking Lawbreakers doing on consoles?
Listen,
you can't engage it on PC. You know these.
It was broke on PS4 for like a day.
PC niggas is fickle,
whoa, chill out, Hard. It's doing better on PC. Remember, this is a Unreal competitive shooter.
I'm just saying. Because you know PC dudes, man, they be low numbers on PC, just like with Battlefield. It's low numbers.
It's arena skill based, so it's probably, if it's not doing well on PC, it's probably not consoles.
The console version wasn't playable for like a day or two because of something about the way it was made. It had like uncontrollable lag, and they had to like hot fix it or some shit. So I don't know how it's doing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's doing good on PS4 because if you got your finger on the pulse, everybody's talking about Hellblade. Like almost all the channels, everybody's on PS4. I don't see hardly any.
That's for the week. Hellblade will be done by next week.
Yeah, I'm just saying for the talk, nobody's really talking about Lawbreakers, so it's probably not doing too well on PS4 either.
Yeah, it's not like I just like Hard said, or Bond said, like Player Unknown. So I just started playing it this past week, and I got addicted. That there's something weird about that game. Like it doesn't have nothing about that game should really have you addicted, right? Because you could literally play that game for half an hour, not get a kill, and like still want to play another round, like play like 5 other rounds. Is a weird formula because it's not very rewarding, right? As a game. So I don't know, but it makes you want to keep playing. I don't know if anybody else has played it.
You think that game's gonna work on console?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it'll work. Why wouldn't it work?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we have the attention spans there for that game.
No, it'll do fine. I was told out of all the games shown at this year's E3, PUBG will be the best selling of every single one.
Yeah. Well,
Microsoft didn't show anything else.
I'm any game.
Oh, any game.
It's gonna do that on Xbox.
I doubt it's gonna outsell a Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, I mean, where it's almost 7 million sold 5 months in. Hasn't hit consoles yet. Hasn't hit Xbox or PlayStation 4. It's only increasing in sales. I mean, there's a possibility this thing sells 25 million plus when it's all said and done.
Yeah, and it'll work on consoles because I thought this game would have a higher learning curve. It really doesn't. It's really basic. You fall down on a fucking.
Why you so struggle to kill people then? I mean, like, why you struggle to get killed since it's so easy?
The challenge in the game is not killing people. The challenge in the game is really finding people. That's the shit, because especially when people are, first of all, it's a huge, gigantic map. 100 people sounds like a lot, but it's really not. You could literally go run around that whole fucking map, depending on where you land, and not see nobody for at least 20 minutes. Easily.
Yo, BG, let me ask you a question real quick. You think that game will make it on console at 30 frames? You think it'll matter?
It'll feel weird but I mean, even the PC version isn't optimized, so that shit drops a lot. So I mean, I don't know how much the frames will matter, but yeah, the gameplay, like, people gotta understand, like, you can play 30 minutes, you could be really good and still not get no kills that match, because you can get killed abruptly. Like, you could be real careful, right? You could be real careful.
How could you be good without a kill though? Ain't that's the point of the game?
That should have gave him a chance, dog.
What happened?
Hold on, how can you be good at something if you ain't killing nothing?
Because you gotta understand that it's not. You gotta play the game. It's not like a fucking death match where you're just like seeing people. You could be doing good.
So how are you doing good though if you're not killing? What is the objective?
Right,
It's like the Hunger Games.
Right?
It's like the Hunger Games.
As long as you can.
So the first part of the game, right, is pretty much looting. That's all you're. Most of the game
good
is
at
looting.
picking up shit. Oh, all right.
Most of the game is looting. Killing is actually a very small part of the game.
You good at okay, all right.
Like the first, maybe half or something, pretty much like at least 60% of the game, as it goes along, you're still looting. It's only like maybe the last 20% of the game where you actually focus on killing. So that's why you're not really doing that much killing, and that's why it's not. It's more of a survival. You could collect the hottest fucking gear, level 3 armor, level 3 helmet, have the best gun, and then you open the door. There's a nigga looking at you with a shotgun, and it's done. That's it. Just abruptly like that. Like a lot. I was playing
where your surroundings.
Yeah, like I was playing a match. I got 5 kills real early, right? And I'm running in the field, running to because the circle gets smaller. Just running in the field. I'm feeling good about myself. I got 5 kills, got some hot gear. I get run over by a car. It's a wrap. Like, just like that, bro. And the thing with this game, it doesn't have the audio. Like if you're not looking in that direction, you don't hear the audio. That's the way they set it up. So
when is Player Unknowns coming out? When is Player Unknowns coming out on consoles? On consoles.
I guess November. I don't know.
Hold on. It's going up against Call of Duty and Battlefront?
I thought it was a launch Xbox One X launch game. I don't know.
That game gonna do good on Xbox,
but yeah, say in the game, say you're facing forward, right? And there's a car driving directly in back of you, straight. You're not gonna hear it because they don't have the audio set up like that.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. I don't like that.
The audio comes from the direction you're facing.
Somebody said you need to use headphones. That's why.
Yeah, that too. You gotta like. A lot of people encourage using headphones. It helps. But for the most part, if you're not looking into the
somebody said PG stop lying.
Oh, maybe it's the way you got your audio set.
How am I lying? This is something.
People saying you can hear perfectly fine.
No, listen. It has directional audio of where you're facing. Unless they catch it. There's even a video that states this. It's in the notes of the game.
Oh,
like,
really?
What I gotta lie about? Unless
they said if you don't use headphones,
this is how it was.
I don't know, man. I just don't understand. To be good in my eyes, you need to be killing something. I don't really.
Well, you got to play the game to understand. It's
just surviving with 0 kills. Like, really, nigga?
No, people brag about that shit. You'll be surprised.
But that's what. Listen, if you thinking you're gonna really be getting like racking up a whole bunch of kills, I mean, it's not really like that.
But I'm just saying though, if I survive and I ain't killed nobody, it's just like, yo, I was good at hiding.
Right, but that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people avoid action until it's like, I don't do that, but a lot of people avoid action until it's like 10 people left on the map. And they're like, okay, let me get into this.
The goal of the game is not to kill. The goal of the game is not to die, pretty much. Like,
I mean, the goal is to survive.
Exactly. You pretty much want to survive. Like, surviving is more important than killing people, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it.
I mean, I ain't trying to hide the whole fucking match, dog. Like, come on, man.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you got to.
Right? So here's the thing: you can, depending on where you want to fall out the plane, you could fall. You can see other people jumping out the plane. So if you want to fall with like 50 people going, you can. If you want to go to a spot where there's like not a lot of people, so you have less chances of encountering, you can. So the thing is, if the more you encounter people, the less chances you have of winning the game. But you'll also get more kills. So it's all about what you want. Do you want to win or do you want to get kills? Because most likely, the more you want to get kills, the less you probably gonna win.
I mean, I want to do both. I want to win and get killed. I don't want to hide. Like, I was hiding the best.
You probably gonna have to pick one. I'm be real with you.
Yeah, I feel like it's about.
If you move strategically, I don't understand why you can't be picking motherfuckers off and surviving.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to pick one, bro. I'm telling you.
Here's one thing.
Yeah, but I seen somebody sit there, drive a motorcycle off a ramp into a roof inside of a building. Like, so I was like, like you can really protect yourself. So it's like there's always look like there's like enemies coming from every direction. It's like you're always in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with that type of formula and gameplay, how is that really going to be successful for consoles? Because most console gamers, they're more into the immediate.
That's like what Brian said.
It's the reason why Call of Duty, everybody
got Call of Duty and Battlefront coming out. Really?
Yeah, that's that. Imagine playing PUBG and you go, you pretty much go almost the whole game and not get one kill. They'll be like, man, fuck this. They throw in Call of Duty and within 10 minutes they already have 34 kills. Air freight drop and all this other shit.
I'm one of the believers when people see things trending and hot, a lot of people want to jump in on the bandwagon. And I think the PC bandwagons of the showing is going to help that game on the console standpoint because it's like one of the #1 games streamed. It's selling crazy every month. I was like,
But PC gamers always like that, PC gamers enjoyed Arma.
Yeah, but I feel like Grand Theft Auto is still selling based off TV shows and computer shows people are making off the online multiplayer.
Oh yeah, but Grand Theft Auto has always been a console thing.
This is crazy because like this goes all the way back to the beginning of the conversation about Hellblade. If you go into PUBG knowing what you're gonna get, you're gonna love the game. Like you gonna know what you got. You know what's strategic. You know it ain't no fucking running gun. You know all this action. So it just depends on people. Do they research before they buy these goddamn games, man?
You guys recall when Minecraft started getting big on PC and then they started talking about console ports? People, that's never gonna take off on consoles.
Yep.
What game is that?
Minecraft.
Like people, Minecraft wouldn't hit big on consoles for X, Y, and Z reasons, and of course they're wrong. The thing is PUBG, like Kid said, is like one of those things where it's really popular and people like what's popular. They want to talk about it. This is a game that's obliterated Lawbreakers, a game that has no marketing, trumping a game that has been marketed through the roof. Right when this game comes,
PC though.
It isn't. Well, I mean, Lawbreakers is also on PS4, but when this game comes out to Xbox, it's going to sell millions. And then whenever it comes out on PlayStation next year, it'll sell millions. The thing you got to remember is this industry is very copycat. So the next Battlefield, I know you like Battlefield Hard 8, it's going to have a PUBG mode in it. Call of Duty will have a PUBG mode in it. All these multiplayer games in the future will all have a PUBG type mode in it.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's actually amazing. Like there's probably one going on right now, like a AAA developer working on a
they are.
game.
Ubisoft already said they're trying to with Wildlands or Siege.
Because I got a question about this game, right?
Copies everything, so they're gonna copy this success.
Wait a minute.
This game is hella buggy, right? It's hella buggy and it's very dated, and people still playing it like crazy. So imagine if like a AAA developer actually,
So how optimized is it going to be on consoles?
I worry how well it's going to run on the base Xbox One S. I'm sure it'll run fine on the X, but I worry about how it'll run on the regular X.
So would you say it's going to be compromised?
It's
on the S
for 30.
It's going to be compromised on the One X2.
Because here's the other thing about this game, like it doesn't have. They're just about to patch in vaulting and climbing. You can't climb like it's just basic jumping over objects. There's a lot of objects you can't run over in the game. Like if there's a fence, you got to go around the fence in the game. Like, so that's how like basic it is. They're just gonna be patching that in like later on. So
once you get the base of players, like if the game could come out for those other ones, it doesn't matter. Rainbow Six Siege, it will kind of a failure launch, but right now 1 million players. They have 2.5 million players.
Killing it.
Yo, your mic breaking up. Your mic breaking up.
Damn it.
No, I just have this thing that if you're gonna make a shoot on consoles, you're pretty much, and you expect it to sell millions and millions, you're pretty much going after the Call of Duty crowd, because that's the main crowd that's gonna be looking into that. And I think once they see how slow and boring this game is, I don't think they're gonna enjoy it.
If it's coming out in November, I doubt
think
it's gonna sell millions.
they're just gonna go back to Call of Duty.
I'm wondering what are they charging for it, because it's 30 on.
Yeah, I'm wondering that.
But that's early access though.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a full retail game.
If it's coming out in November, I doubt it sell millions.
I don't think it'll be 60 because that's gonna kill it further.
I think
man, this game got a lot of hype, though. That hype is a
think it'll sell
motherfucker.
millions. I do.
The Xbox dudes hype up everything. That don't mean they go buy it.
I think they actually gonna fuck with this game. For some
I
reason,
think
I
they're
think
gonna buy
they
it
fuck
because
with it.
they
If it's
messing with
coming out in
all
November, hold on. Is this coming out in November?
We don't know.
I can see this game doing better than Crackdown.
I think it's
3,
going
to
to
be
game. I think it might be going to game preview this fall.
Yeah, I think it'll be 42. That's what price I'm
If
thinking.
that shit come out in November, it ain't gonna do shit.
I think it's 40 because it's not a full game, and I think if it come out in November, it can't be 60.
Okay, here's another question: do y'all think this game is ever gonna leave early access?
Nah.
If it don't, it's never coming to PlayStation. Regardless, it's definitely gonna be an exclusive then because PlayStation don't let games in early access come to the console.
Oh, PlayStation don't do the early access thing?
No, they don't.
No,
Nah,
but
they might
Ark was
just
an
say
early
it's not
access
early
game, and it still
No,
came
but
to PlayStation.
Ark had to get certified before they let them play. You remember people was mad about that.
Yeah,
It was
they
already
had
on
to force
Xbox, but it wasn't on
certify that
PlayStation.
thing though.
It's not coming out to 2018. I checked.
Oh, all right. Well,
It's game preview this fall.
Okay.
If I had to
Wow.
take a guess, it would come out in September on Xbox.
if you what?
Oh, next month. Okay.
If I had to take a guess, I think it'll be out in September on Xbox. In game
Hold on. BG just said 2018. BG just said 2018.
preview.
Nah, but you talking about the early
Oh,
access.
the preview. The preview.
Early
All
access.
right. Okay.
But you don't think you don't think it's gonna come out like next to the Xbox One X? No.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
People said they want to see us play this game, but I don't think Hard 8 will like it. Like you gonna get I think you're gonna get pissed off like once you keep realizing like you spending like 20 minutes to be.
I'll hop on it. I have the game.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute, to people in the comment section are saying games like Fortnite was early access on PS4. That's different because Fortnite was
a buy in beta.
Yeah, the game Fortnite was a finished game. The early access come from the fact that if you pre-ordered it, you get to play it 4 days early. They haven't officially launched the quote-unquote first season of the game. So that's actually a finished game. They just calling it early access if you pre-ordered it. So it's a difference.
237 dislikes? What's going on, fam?
I told you something was going on.
Yeah, but it's 1,200 people in there. They just need to like it.
Yeah, we got 1,200 people watching.
That's what I'm saying. And you say something, and they ain't gonna jump up. It's crazy.
But can y'all like the video? Do y'all mind?
No, it's fucking crazy.
Is that too much trouble?
200 won't be shit if they like it.
Yo, you almost start to think that 1,200 a number ain't real.
I don't know, man.
What is going on?
Appreciate y'all for watching, man.
Yeah, Port Rocket's here. That's why.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, his homies might be disliking it.
Hold
on. So Horizon comes out. Horizon DLC. It comes out on the same day as the Xbox One X.
I didn't understand why people was like kind of trying to compare that to like the One X. Like,
yeah, it's two different things.
Were saying, is it Sony's like attempt to
put
out something?
Oh, you mean on that day?
Yeah, just to like bring the attention away from the Xbox.
Nah, I don't think so. Unless that Horizon shit is amazing, I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Okay.
Listen, people that like Horizon gonna buy the DLC, and people that's gonna get the X is gonna get the X. Nobody, it's not gonna stop nobody from getting the X if they had plans on getting the X.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much, you comparing a $14.99 DLC, well, when it's on sale, to a fucking $500 console. Like, I mean, you pretty much that ain't even in the same fucking stratosphere as far as price range goes. So, like, is a nigga gonna say, "Oh, I didn't get the Xbox One X because I bought this fucking $15, $20 deal"? Like, what? Or off the rip. Like, what?
Or if people think it's trying to take shine from the X, that game ain't big enough to do that. If it was Last of Us 2 coming out the same day, then all the media probably would be talking about that. But nah, this DLC,
I mean, if it was the release date of the regular Horizon game, I can see what they was talking about. But this is an expansion.
Yeah, maybe to that. Yeah.
I wonder how long is it supposed to be, that DLC?
It's supposed to be long, man. They add new machines. I don't know. It's supposed to be an expansion. It's not supposed to be like a story.
Oh, it's not like the DLC for Uncharted.
I think it's supposed to be like more, something like that, or like the DLC for like Bloodborne, like the old Hunters DLC. I think it's supposed to be like
standalone, so it's just actual DLC.
Yeah, so it's probably not that big.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. They got some new. I don't know. We gonna see.
I mean, it's only $15, so how big is the thing is gonna really?
I gotta rebuy the game.
It's 20 on sellers for 15.
Yeah, it's on sale 15. When it come out, it's gonna be 20. You buy it right now before it release.
I think Sony picked that date for a reason, because I kind of made the argument in one of my videos. It's all about messaging.
The reason why it's coming out the 7th is because it's the first Tuesday of the month. And
could have came out
Tuesday. That's all it is.
And I think it's to have something out around the time of the Xbox One.
What do you think the reason, Rand?
No.
Any positive press for Sony around that time is good.
Exactly.
Like it'll probably be one of the DLCs that they send out to reviewers to rate, and it'll be highly rated. I mean, look, it's the same thing like with Knack 2. They deliberately chose to put Knack 2 before Destiny 2 the day before. And it's because, I mean, Porto, you know why. Why did they put Knack 2 before Destiny 2? What's the reasoning? What's the message behind that?
I have no idea, to be honest. I'll be honest. I'm thinking these motherfuckers are crazy.
Well, just because they have faith in that game. They just wanted to come out and fly underneath the radar. But, like, I don't know. Like, see, maybe I'm looking more into it. Like, I kind of see them putting the expansion to their brand new IP on the same day as the X as kind of a shot at Microsoft.
Yeah, reason to buy a PlayStation.
Just look at the calendar. Just look at the calendar. November 7th is the first Tuesday of the month of November. So that's the earliest. Most games come out on a Tuesday. So if you want to push out your game, the earliest possible is going to be the first Tuesday of the month, which is so happens to be. That's all it is. I think
it's DLC. It's not going to do anything.
You're all wrong here, because you got to remember Sony also launched Sony, I think, also launched either one or the other. The PlayStation 2 and Majora's Mask both came out at the same time. They're obviously launching a graphical showcase right by the Xbox One X.
Yeah, there's give you a reason to buy a PlayStation.
You think this system's awesome to buy graphics? Look at this game. What is Xbox One X launching that looks better than Horizon?
If Sony really wanted to do that, they would launch like a Horizon.
I mean, all that shit competition at the end of the day, like
yeah. But it's only DLC. I don't think it's gonna change nothing for that.
I don't think. I think the DLC is more for the people that already have the game and not for the people going to get a console in the game.
Yeah, pretty much. Facts. That's right.
If they were to announce a Horizon Pro bundle, now we're talking.
I was just about to say that.
Now that's a power move.
Hold on, do they got a Horizon Pro bundle coming out that day?
No, they don't. Not to my knowledge.
No.
I wouldn't be
At least it's not announced. But that would be a pro move. That would be a move.
They definitely gonna have a bundle though. Like
They're probably gonna have a Call of Duty bundle though. And
they got that White Pro coming out too.
Yeah, they got Destiny bundle comes out September. There's gonna be a Call of Duty bundle.
Don't the X come out between Call of Duty and Battlefront?
Yeah, right in between. Literally.
They probably gonna have bundles for those.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a Battlefront bundle, Call of Duty bundle. They already September has the Destiny 2 bundle.
So if they do a price drop on November 7th.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
But they were saying the price drop is rumored.
Yeah, they confirmed that.
Not the pro, but the slim.
Yeah, I'm talking about the pro. I'm talking about the pro.
Yeah, they
You know they are.
They might do that.
I know that. I know they're gonna come with a pro.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, they're gonna come with that. Hell yeah.
They definitely seem to be treating NAC like a throwaway. It seems like because I don't know. It seems like they're like, listen, it's probably not going to do that well anyway. So
NAC ain't even full price.
No, yeah, it's like a budget release.
So
like
$40.
I'm getting that. Yeah, I appreciate Sony for all these budget releases, like Hellblade, Lawbreakers, and NAC 2. I can't wait to get my hands on NAC 2 , bro.
Wait, how much is Lawbreakers?
Like 40 or 30 or some shit like that.
Lawbreakers was 32. Yeah,
I think it's 30.
I might try that then. Okay. I didn't like
I was saying the Weapon Wheel team should get on that shit, but
nah, fam.
Words. I want to play that. Okay.
Wait,
y'all niggas play GTA.
I'm talking about Lawbreakers.
Man, this finally a game we don't like, and that's what you like. Come on.
That's what I'm surprised he picked that game.
Yeah, I mean, I like to say I have an acquired taste in video games. So.
What do you not think gonna happen? A crackdown coming out between Call of Duty and Battlefront.
That game's gonna get slaughtered.
You don't talk about crackdown around these parts. You get in trouble.
That game's gonna get slaughtered.
Agents of Mayhem seemed like a funner game than Crackdown.
That looked like that's what Crackdown was supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. If I saw, pretty much.
That game look like trash.
Yeah, it do look like trash, but I'm just saying.
I'm not into the zany type game.
Yeah, for people that's into that, that goofy shit, that it looked like it might be.
Yeah, if you're hating on Splatoon, you shouldn't be into Crackdown, and vice versa. The same caliber game to me.
No, you don't like paint parking lots and fucking Crackdown.
It looks stupid both.
I'd say Smooth, good rap thing you did against the Switch gang.
Hey,
Kofi and J Man either.
Don't encourage that corporate slave shit.
No, we gotta give Smooth credit.
That shit is trash. You serious?
Make it seem like
back ether them though.
That shit is garbage.
On that. Come on, fam.
That shit is garbage.
I was like, all right, Smooth, I see you then.
We can Smooth around, but you can't tell me he ain't have some lines for Switch Gang on it.
God.
Switch Gang came back hard though, man. The Press Start Boys got him, man.
Here's the real question.
I guess Dr. Trey shit was lit too, right?
That shit was trash. Nigga.
Here's the real question: How come nobody from the Sony camp made a rap?
They playing games. They ain't got time for that.
They don't got
time for this shit, man.
They busy playing games, man.
Smooth had some bars on that joint, man. And this Kofi got bodied on his own shit though by J.
Oh, J Man killed that shit, bro.
Yeah, he killed that shit. Like Kofi, you was looking like a feature on your own shit, my nigga.
No, okay. No lie.
So
Most Junior.
Somebody said Trey Rat was the best, low key.
Absolutely. Oh, did y'all hear Blandrew shit? Blandrew shit's like something you're hearing like SNK versus Capcom 5 or some shit.
I was done by the time Blandrew came out.
Like that nigga was rapping in a Pringle can, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck?
Was he rapping from a graveyard?
It sounded like he was in a hollow grave for real. You right. That shit crazy. Damn, Blandrew.
Well, Hardy, you trying to get Boogie on this live demo, yo?
Nah, fam. I deleted that shit.
Why?
It's trash. It's garbage.
Can you? Is anybody on this panel gonna play anything that I can fucking play? Is Jimmy gonna play on?
Can you play any games though?
Like I want somebody to play fucking games with me.
I played Uncharted with you. Still an enjoyable experience.
Bullshit.
The nerve of this nigga saying he wants somebody else to play games.
Dog, we on Battlefield. We on fucking GTA.
Listen,
we on Uncharted.
When Halo 6 come out, we'll give you that work. You'll get that work again. Okay.
Anyway,
I mean, Smooth played Uncharted one time. It wasn't an enjoyable experience, but I mean, we can get back on that if you want to.
We'll get bodied on Halo 6 again. That's cool.
Yeah, I need y'all to come get me on that GTA though. I need some money.
Where you was at yesterday, nigga?
Yo, my computer died on me last night when y'all was watching.
Oh, real shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So Hardy, I think there's this dude that for $200, I guess we would have to split it. Would challenge us to do Gears of War 4 Horde mode on Inconceivable. That's the new mode. I
ain't got no graphics card for that.
Okay.
That's why some shit made me hate action.
You get an Xbox cheaper than your 1080 Ti. I mean,
I'm good.
I'm good.
Wait a minute, Smooth. Why don't you do it with Big Boss?
What?
Nah.
That nigga said what?
Did you beat the game on Insane yet? Because if you haven't beat it on Insane, you can't.
I can play the game like it's trial and error. You know.
I ain't asked you all that. Did you beat the game on Insane yet?
No, I didn't beat the game.
Nah,
it doesn't mean I can't do 50 waves of enemies on Insane.
I can't team up with you, bro.
Dude, that sounds like a shitty challenge, man. Because like in conceivable mode, you're gonna need 3 other teammates besides you and Hard 8, right? You're gonna need them completely leveled up, so you're talking hundreds of hours or hundreds of money spent.
This like another. Oh man.
Oh, I didn't know there was leveling up in that.
This is another GLM challenge, bro. Back out. Back out.
You gotta like level up your character so you can get more spots to bring more cards in. Then you gotta level up the cards so they do more like. There's no way Hardy could go on that right now with the characters you have. Just like it's an unwinnable challenge.
Yeah,
who challenged you?
First of all, I'm a
wave after wave of enemies. I didn't know it was all that level stuff.
BG, who challenged you to do this, fam?
BG would be somebody I would be concerned about.
No, but here's the thing. Like he actually is giving me money on other things before. But here's the thing, right? So no, he initially challenged me to do it on Iron Man, and I'm like, I'm not doing.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
No, y'all don't know him. He's actually a patron too. Because he initially challenged me to Iron Man, and I'm like, bro, I'm not doing Iron Man on Gears of War 4. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing Iron Man on any game. Period. That's ridiculous to me.
What is Iron Man?
Hey, listen, man. Y'all want me back on PC? Send some money to my PayPal for 1070.
Iron Man is if you die, you start over from
the whole game.
Oh shit!
Yo,
I'm not doing that.
Are you talking Horde or campaign mode? Because I thought you said Horde.
Well, no. At first, he said campaign and Iron Man. Then he said, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing Iron Man campaign. Then he was like, okay, well, you can do Horde, Inconceivable. I considered that. I said I'll consider it.
Matter of fact, send me enough for 1060, and I'll do it.
But yeah,
I'll give you I got a 460 if you want it.
A what?
A 460.
But what?
I'm trying to play at 720p, fam.
Yeah.
I got it right in the closet. I'll ship it right on over to you.
That's the only mode I will always back down from in any game is like if you got to start over from the very beginning. I'm not doing that shit. That's because Rand, didn't you do like Outlast? Didn't you get the Outlast trophy for that?
Yeah, I did the first Outlast on the highest difficulty. Yeah,
and you didn't die at all.
No, sir.
Oh man, Jack, you got that?
Hey man, ran the beast, dog.
Dude, I thought
I ain't got that shit
too, and I said, "Fuck no." That
Jack, what the fuck you doing? Eating?
Yeah, burrito. What's poppin'? I ain't had that eat today, man. You working me like a slave, dog.
Were you able to do it on the first try, or it took like a few times?
Last one, shit. We're probably talking about 5 or 6 full playthroughs. I mean, I also did it without using the camera because there's an achievement for not reloading the camera and the battery. So I literally had to play that game in the pitch darkness. It's all about like level memorization and stuff.
Ah, that's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. All right. Sony 5.0 firmware update, which isn't much to talk about. It's just family parental settings and 1080p 60 Twitch streams, which I thought they had already. Yeah.
No name changes yet?
No. No, that's
bro. Name changes are never happening, dog. I don't know why people still looking for that shit. They might well give up, dog.
No, like PS Now worked more into play. I mean, wasn't that the rumor? Wasn't that title?
Oh yeah, that was a rumor.
Yeah, it was a rumor. Yeah, but I think that's just wishful thinking. But that's really the only relevant thing people really want that's left for PSN. Is name change.
You know what's crazy though? Even if they integrated PS Now into PlayStation Plus, people wouldn't utilize it. That's what's funny about this whole. Like, people don't really want that shit, bro.
No.
They just finding shit to complain about. I don't.
That shit is garbage.
Know what I'm saying? The shit garbage, bro. Nobody wants that.
People don't want.
It's just
people don't want what?
It just doesn't make sense that on my console, Sony wants me to stream console games. Like, no, I should be able to play
exactly.
The
just bring back backwards compatibility, bro. Like,
you know, it's not like I'm on a $200 E machine. You know, I don't need to stream games. Just make the shit work on the actual platform.
Oh, so real quick update, because last week we had the discussion if you could return games to Amazon after you bought them, if they take them. So they do take them, right? But here's the thing. I got the email. They processed my refund. The game was $40. But here's the thing. So they hit you with a
restock.
What?
Let me hear.
They hit you with a $3.48 tax fee, and then they hit me with a shipping fee refund deduction for $4.98, and then they hit me with a restocking fee for $19.63.
Oh, damn! Oh, that's a rate. That's a mad rate.
So if you return games to Amazon, you gonna get 3 fees. So you might as well. I might as well went to GameStop because I would have probably got the same shit.
Can we bring BG up on charges, bro?
For what?
Oh,
buying the game, you supposed to be playing with us and you ain't do it, fam? Like, what's good?
Man, because we're not gonna be playing that game after next week.
Hey, man, I purchased that game to play with my Weapon Wheel brothers, and you telling me you ain't even on it? What's going on?
Why next week? What's coming out next week?
Who gonna be playing that game? You're not gonna be.
Me or they be playing it. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying, but it wasn't worth it because I'm like, yo, after next week, that shit just gonna be sitting there.
So you telling me Weapon Wheel game nights ain't really a good idea? Is what you telling me?
No, it's a great idea, just not for me.
I be there, or they be there. Y'all don't be there. Where y'all be at?
Pick a different game in the future. Listen, because look, Uncharted come out next week. We ain't gonna be playing no GTA, and then it's September. Shit start coming out in September. We ain't gonna be playing GTA, bro.
We gonna have to find some games. Yeah, we gonna have to find a game.
We can always play Heist. First of all, Uncharted Lost Legacy ain't gonna last but so long.
I got games coming out after that though.
What? What's immediately coming out after that?
You ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna be on that Mario.
I know it ain't gonna
Rabbids.
be RPG.
I'm gonna be playing that Mario Rabbids Battle Kingdom, sir.
Oh,
please! You hear this dude? This nigga.
I'm sorry.
You really looking forward to that game?
Bro, it's an XCOM game. What do you want from me? It's XCOM. I love XCOM. What do you want?
What about September? Isn't the only game coming out then?
I mean, you say you love a lot of things, but we see how shit turned out. So
I have over 80 hours in both XCOM 1 and 2.
Wow.
Check. But anyway, let me see what else we got. Bond, you want to talk about the Acer and Asus monitor delay that you sold to me about?
No, I don't want to get mad. Just skip right on over that.
Okay. You still hurt?
Companies are fucking price fixing. We're good. I don't want to get into that shit.
What's gonna be the price for the monitors?
I don't even know. It's gonna be higher now.
And it's gonna be like 2 stacks.
I thought I seen it being
like you would think 17. You would think that once Asus delayed theirs, that Acer would try to corner the market. Nope. Just conveniently both delay both of theirs at the same time within hours. It's collusion.
For those of you who don't know, we talking about the 4K G-Sync 144 hertz monitors that Asus and Acer are working on.
They're just gonna see that price and ain't even gonna get it.
Hell yeah.
With HDR.
I don't know why these niggas fronting.
So they're beast monitors.
Yeah, but y'all ready to pay that? Y'all ready to pay that price though?
I am.
Y'all ready to pay $2,000 for a monitor?
Yes.
Wow.
Listen. See,
this nigga front, dog.
Listen,
somebody fronting. I don't know if they both.
I don't know about 2,000.
TV dudes like hard they wouldn't understand.
Hold on, BG. You ain't even got a car, but you gonna pay $2,000 on a monitor?
Wait, what?
Nigga, get your priorities together, nigga.
Oh,
what you mean? You on a bus? The hell you talking talking about?
Nigga, I live in New York. Who drives to work?
Jimmy do.
Nah, I got to though. Where I work at, I got to.
Exactly. No, my nigga, I work. Hold on, sir. I work in Manhattan. Nobody drives to Manhattan.
Yeah, nobody drives to Manhattan.
There was a lot of cars in New York when I was there.
Nobody drives to Manhattan.
You're making excuses.
No, I wouldn't drive to Manhattan either. When I worked in Manhattan, I did not drive. Nah, you better not.
So you're gonna go your whole life without a car.
Drivers and taxis in Manhattan.
So you're gonna go your whole life without a car. That's what you're telling me.
I work where I work would
I
take at least an hour and a half. On the train, it takes like 40 minutes.
So you're going to go your whole life without a car. That's what
you live in Georgia. If you don't,
you're going the whole life without a car.
You don't stay at your place, nigga.
Are you ever going to get a car?
Why I won't drive to Manhattan?
Are you ever going to get a car?
This nigga really said why you don't drive to Manhattan.
Are you ever going to get a car? That's all I'm asking.
Nigga, stop.
Oh,
nigga, stop.
Man, listen, if I worked in Manhattan, wouldn't be no more riding with Jimmy.
My nigga, nobody drives to Manhattan.
You be riding the train with Jimmy.
This nigga. All right, well, you keep walking then, man. Keep busting it up and all that. That's a wonderful life.
I used to drive my car right to the train station and get on that train when I worked in Manhattan.
But you drove somewhere.
I drove to the train. Yep.
What else? I mean, did you go out? Where else you go? It's the train. Everything.
No.
New York is like an inconvenience to drive. Like it really is.
Yo, it is. It really is. If you can avoid it, yeah, you avoid it.
Let me tell you something, because Hardy really don't understand. Like, first of all, I've had a car before. Second, my father has a car. You know, this nigga takes a train to work every fucking day. This nigga, he works in Manhattan, bro. His car sits there on the curb, literally just doing nothing, just deteriorating. He's mad. Father's mad he got that shit. Like, that shit does nothing.
Hey, man, listen. If you want to spend $2,000 on a monitor over having a vehicle, do your thing, player.
This nigga not getting.
Well, shit, not having a car, you could though. I ain't gonna even front. If I didn't have a car, I'd probably be buying all kinds of crazy TVs and monitors too.
All right, like you in Georgia, bro. I'm in New York.
What that mean? I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I want a car. Fuck you talking about?
You ain't gonna be getting
public transportation. If I can avoid the public transportation, I am.
If you staying in your local area, yeah, car's cool. If you going out to the city, which is what most people doing most of the time, you don't use no fucking car.
You better not. You ain't gonna enjoy it. You definitely ain't gonna enjoy it.
I want to see this nigga Hardy try to drive to Manhattan and get stuff up there.
It's a lot of cars.
I gotta disagree because
there's a lot of traffic in New York. That's all I'm saying.
One of my boys.
Tell us about Manhattan.
My boy lives in Manhattan. He's got a car.
Yeah, but what part of Manhattan are you talking about? Uptown?
He lives right by the Up and Down Club.
Is that
where the hell is that?
I have no fucking idea. I was there for New Year's one year.
He talking about Harlem. You know damn well he's talking about Harlem. He ain't talking about
that's talking about
Midtown.
Yeah,
we talking about Midtown. You can't even park your car in Midtown. You can't even park your car. You get a ticket if you stop.
Yeah, the places you do park, they charge you for it. I mean,
you stop. You better, if somebody fall, you better run them over. You better not stop.
Yeah. Most people driving Manhattan, they're driving through Manhattan to go to another borough, or they're picking somebody off or dropping somebody off.
Or
other than that, keep it pushing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you pay a fortune to park in garages, though. You could park. I park in garages when I go out there, but it do cost some bread. It ain't cheap.
Gran Turismo Sport. So apparently I don't know nothing about these car games, no shit like this.
I don't know about cars in real life either.
Like I said, I've had.
Why would I play car games when I could just go outside and drive? Nigga, you're lying.
Because I've had.
I'm trying to get on the bus.
Oh my God, he's so right. Yo, he is right. He's like, why would I play when I could do that?
Don't he always say that? Why would I play car games when I could drive in real life?
Because I had a car.
Oh my God.
Because I had a car, sir.
When?
What do you mean when? I've had a car before.
BG, I never heard you mention anything about having your own car, dog.
Why do I need to talk?
What year was this? What year was this? What year was this, nigga?
Why would I just randomly need to bring that up?
Fam, come on, stop.
Why would I my nigga, what am I lying for? Why would I randomly need to bring up? Hey, guys.
Listen, we done been in Skype calls so many times.
Why would I need to bring that up?
All right, fam.
My nigga, you really trying to get on me for not currently having a car, working in Manhattan. For what?
You say you don't play car games because you can drive. You say you can play car games because you can go out and drive.
Get rid of it. I had and got rid of it.
Niggas say that,
I'm not arguing.
Way too many.
I'm not arguing.
I don't play card games. I can just go outside and try.
I'm not arguing with you about this dumb shit. Are you done? I'm not arguing about dumb shit.
Slide that Metro card.
I'm not arguing with you about dumb shit. I'm not arguing.
Oh man.
Nah, but yo, let me just say something real fast, man. What you do when you try to move to the city in a car is you rock the Uber app. Everybody
about driving in New York. He's never lived there. Like anybody that live here will tell you.
Card games because you
anybody that live here will tell you it's retarded.
What are you talking? You said it.
My nigga, because I've had one before.
When?
If I wanted one, I could get another one. It's not an issue. What are you talking about?
Uber's the best. Uber's
what
the best.
What are you talking about, my nigga? You need to say like it's hard.
What you said? I'm talking about what
my nigga, shut up. You sound retarded.
And then Taco Bell sound
retarded.
You sound fucking retarded.
No, you sound retarded, my nigga. What are you talking about right now?
You said that. You said it, nigga.
Because I can have one anytime I want to drive. What are you talking about? Shut up. You sound dumb.
Listen, man, when you about to go out and have a good time in New York, you better rock the Uber app anyway. The Popo.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, niggas really don't understand. Like, you need
it wasn't even
10% of the time.
BG, it wasn't even last month when you said you could go out and drive.
My nigga,
you've been saying that shit for years.
Maybe he driving his father's car.
I want. I'd rather not pay insurance. Here's why I don't have a car. I'd rather not pay insurance to look at that shit every day and know I'm not driving it. What do I have it for? I sold it, got rid of it. Like, what the fuck are you? What's this nigga talking? This nigga hard at be reaching sometimes.
That's what you said out your
mouth. My nigga, you be reaching for life.
Come on. You said that out your mouth.
My nigga, because I can buy one anytime I want. Because I can buy you done. I can buy one anytime I want. You done?
That shit up. You said it.
My nigga, because I can buy one anytime I want. What is your point? What are you getting at?
Allegedly.
Okay. You done? You done? You doing a lot of shucking and jiving for laughs right now.
You know what? What are you talking about? You said it. Yo, he get mad at something he said.
I'm not getting my nigga. You reaching right now. I'm
repeating what BG said. I'm repeating what BG said.
Right, you are. Because I can get one.
Somebody said BG about to take a 6-hour road trip.
I'm just saying, this nigga reaching for a lot of class, right? You got class. Are you good?
I don't think buses come this far.
You good? You got your attention.
The road trip bus is more like
you got your attention.
He got an international.
Fam, you got your attention.
Yo, Hard he about to take the Greyhound to you.
That was funny.
You got your attention. I
hope we record that, man. I want to see that nigga on the bus stop waiting for a bus.
Yo, I don't get the joke. Like, I don't get it. Like, listen, only people that don't live in cities laugh about taking public. Nobody laughs about that shit here.
What are you talking about?
Nobody nothing you're saying is funny. Nothing you're saying is funny.
I grew up in a city.
My nigga, nobody. People with cars take public transportation here every fucking day. What are you laughing at?
Yo, I'm going off what BG said.
I don't get the joke, my nigga. I don't get the joke.
Of course you don't.
I don't get the joke.
It ain't a joke. You said it.
Can I go on to the next gaming topic because your joke ain't working with me? I don't get it.
I bet you don't. You wouldn't get it when you the butt of it.
I don't get it, my nigga. You done?
You the butt of it.
I don't get it. You done? I don't get it, fam. You done?
Man, for the record, all I'm gonna say is I always had a car and I still took the train going to Manhattan. That's all I'm saying.
This nigga reaching. That's what I'm saying. This nigga reaching. Are you done? Can I move on to a gaming topic?
Yo, go ahead. You the one still
doing a lot of fucking reaching right now.
No, you still talking.
You're doing a lot of fucking reaching.
Yeah, because of what BG fucking said.
This nigga, man.
What you talking about? I can go outside and drive. No, you can't lie.
This nigga doing a whole lot of reaching right now.
All I'm gonna do to settle is to say hashtag Uber everywhere.
Nigga doing a whole lot of reaching. Anyway, Gran Turismo Sport. It has 4 modes. I don't know if this is like a lot of people are making it seem like a problem for like single player. I don't know if it is. But a lot of people making a fuss about it.
Hey, you getting the game, BG? You getting it?
No.
Why not?
I've never liked Gran Turismo in my life.
Well, why you don't play car games though? Oh, now you don't want to say it. Fuck out of here.
What are you talking about?
Now you don't want to say it.
What are you talking about?
I ain't talking about nothing. I ain't talking about nothing.
BG, you
I ain't
got
talking about
baited.
nothing.
I always see this nigga.
I ain't talking about nothing.
No, I'm about to get this nigga, right?
Yo, I saw that shit coming.
Yeah, I saw that shit coming.
I always know why I don't play racing games because they're boring. I said because I can get in the car if I wanted to. But my main reason I said every single time is I said because they're boring.
No, you said, why do I gotta buy a car game when I can drive a car in real life?
And I said they're boring. And you got a whole bunch of dick suckers in the comment section.
No, here we go. Don't even do it, bro. Don't even do it, bro. Don't even do it.
Let's just move on, bro.
Don't even do it, bro.
You got baited right
Read the
back
comment
into that.
section, bro. Please don't. Please. You're gonna get baited, bro.
Yo. Get away from the keyboard.
Please get away from that motherfucking comment section, bro.
I know what's
I already know that feeling, bro. Please.
There we go. He started already. So I got the
Bro, come on, bro.
Nah, because this nigga always full of shit, dog. Like, let's be real. This nigga always try to like switch shit up and like try to like sidestep the fucking shit. Like, fuck out of here with that shit, my nigga. Like that shit not like this nigga always try to like sidestep for laughs. Like, fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Fuck out of here, my nigga. Like, that shit lame to me, my nigga. That nigga always do that shit. Like, fuck
this shit going left.
He always do that shit for laughs. He's like always avoiding the main point. Fuck out of here.
Oh, you mad?
Fuck out of here, nigga. You muted. Fuck out of here.
Yo, BG, nah, real talk. Nah, real talk. He just pulling your string right now. You know that. He pulling your string right now.
Oh, you mad? He muted me. Oh, you mad? Get that pussy out, faggot.
Always avoiding this shit.
Y'all crazy.
Nigga always avoiding this shit.
Pick your pussy up, nigga.
Okay. Yeah.
Man.
This shit going left, nigga.
Straight off the topic. Like as soon as I said, listen, niggas in New York don't fucking drive like that. Because look where I work. And this nigga want to go and all these tangents and shit.
It's crazy how they
fucking
like
main
right
topic.
conversation.
Like fuck out of here, my nigga. You always do that.
Hold on. I'm confused because I got two of my boys. One of them lives in Brooklyn. One of them lives in Manhattan. They both have cars there. So I'm confused.
You can have cars. No, hold on.
There's people who have cars, but
you can have cars in Manhattan, but you gotta be past Midtown. You gotta be way past Midtown.
Yeah, when you get off that train, don't leave your pussy.
My nigga,
get off that train, don't leave your pussy.
You're still joking about taking public transportation when everybody does it in New York.
I'm gonna retweet some people. People already made memes of this shit.
Yeah,
already.
Bond.
This shit that went left. I'm finna retweet that.
Like, because I'm trying to talk about like this gaming topic. This nigga going off on all these fuck nigga tangents.
They already got memes, dog. They already got memes, dog.
Going on all these fuck nigga tangents. I'm just trying to talk about.
Oh my god! Yo, they got BG looking like Drake in the car at the bottom. Oh shit!
Like this nigga joking about people using public transportation in New York. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Oh my god!
Your jokes be reaching like shit.
You mad? You mad?
Fuck out of here with your bullshit.
Mute me again. You mad?
Listen. I don't mind jokes, my nigga, but you be reaching when the jokes don't be making no fucking sense. Fuck out of here.
Anyway, I'm gonna change the subject. Yo, Bond,
my nigga. Like,
when you get a chance, ask your boy if he live in Midtown or Uptown, because he probably live Uptown.
I don't mind jokes. Niggas make jokes every day.
Yo,
you think I'm mad because you're making a joke, my nigga? You think I'm mad because you're making a joke?
You're mad.
My nigga, you think I'm mad because you're making a joke? How many jokes you make every fucking podcast?
Why you still talking about it then?
My nigga, you was just talking about it a second ago.
What you talking about?
I tried to move on 5 minutes ago.
I've been done. I've been done. What are you
fuck out of it. Nah.
What you talking about?
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Let's go. Talk about it.
Fuck, nigga, shut up.
Talk about it.
Let's go into the next topic, fellas.
Fuck, nigga, why you still talking about it, nigga? Because you wouldn't stop talking about it. Now you want to spin it? Fuck out of here.
I spin shit now. What talking about?
I was trying to get off the topic like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we only got 6 minutes. What y'all doing, bro?
Let's get to these outros.
Fuck you talking. I've been trying to get off this topic. You wouldn't stop. Now you asking why I'm still talking about it. Go suck a dick.
Man, what are y'all doing?
Fuck out of here.
You mad?
Don't twist shit, nigga. Fuck out of here, bitch.
Don't act like you tough.
Out of here, my nigga. Don't
not tough, dog.
All right. No. Let's stop it. Let's stop it now. We get ready to go way too left. Let's stop it now.
Lock it off.
I don't twist shit like that. Like, nah, that shit whack to me.
Hey, fellas, mute your mic.
You get mad over a fucking joke. Fuck you.
Nah, nigga. Nah, fuck out of here, nigga.
Nigga.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
You soft pussy.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody in this stream, man.
Fucking soft, nigga.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
A nigga that called you a nigga and you ain't do nothing.
Man, I love both y'all, man. I love both y'all.
Fuck out of here.
I think
man, this nigga's talking about some shit you say.
We need to let karma handle it.
Let's go right.
Remember, say something nice about each other. Remember last week?
We need Bond to host the rest of the podcast.
Listen, my nigga, I got no problem with jokes. You want to keep going back and forth with shit when I'm trying to make
nigga.
That's all it was. And your shit wasn't making no sense. You pushing shit. I'm like, yo, can I move on? You keep going. Like, okay, my nigga. Like, for real? Fuck out of here.
You a sucker, dog.
All right. Okay.
Hey, yo, peace and love, unity in the community, my brother.
I love both y'all, bro.
Anyway,
let's talk about love around here or something like that.
After party about to be lit tonight.
I doubt it, dog.
We can do these outros. Rand?
Is the mic okay? No. Everything a while because I've been laughing over here. But
you sound good,
yeah. Thanks for having me on again, BG. If you guys want to check out my YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/BrandonThor19, and just hit 1 million views on YouTube, so that was it's a pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Puerto?
Yeah, thank you for the ringside seats. appreciate it. Hey, thanks for the invite. Hey, check me out on my YouTube channel, PorterRock, .age. You can check me out on Twitter, PorterRock77_. And you check me out on Wednesday, 60 Frames Don't Like podcast and stuff. But anyway, thanks for the invite, BJ.
Is that 60 frames compromised or?
Yeah, it depends on. Well, I got Spectrum, so yeah. It's sometimes it's 30 frames mad lag podcast and shit. But anyway, I appreciate it though.
All right,
Jimmy.
Hey, what's up, man? I just want to let you know my computer died on me. That's why I was having problems. But I'm here. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening, guys, and be safe out there. And stop worrying about North Korea. Peace.
Smooth.
Xbox is the best box, and I am the best spot with no compromises.
Jack.
Appreciate everybody for watching. Shit went a tad bit left, but we brothers in this shit, man. So niggas gonna have their disagreements and whatnot. But anywho, I appreciate y'all for watching. Check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Jack Move Johnny, man. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Bond.
Oh man, Black Bond. Check out my Twitter, Black Bond, YouTube, Black Bond. Got a little thing to say right here because this is really bothering me right now. What I'm seeing on Twitter. Any of you guys know that YouTuber Arbiter 306, that Sony guy?
Oh yeah, Arbiter. Yeah, man.
Have you been peeping his Twitter lately?
He tweets a lot of crazy shit.
That dude is a white supremacist. I'm looking at his Twitter right now. Charlottesville, this is beautiful. Charlottesville, unite the right. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he said a lot of crazy shit, man.
I see the Nazis. The SWAT. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Got to cut him off.
Heartache.
Fuck you, nigga.
Okay. Okay, nigga. Anyway, we out, y'all. Peace.